Hello, internet friends. The button has been pushed. I can now confirm. We're never sure. It's always fun when Amy's giving you the doomsday countdown. We didn't have a false countdown this time, which is wonderful. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. Let me be the last to say happy Thanksgiving to all and sundry. We just had round 3 of Thanksgiving dinner, and we got rid of most. Now we just have turkey left over, which is nice. Amy's going to be eating ham for the rest of her life, apparently.
Tired.
Just a few quick announcements to go through. Really, you know them. Our Patreon, our Patreon has all sorts, is building all sorts of neat little benefits. I'm just going to say it again. There might be something special that our Patreon's going to get a little early for the holidays that is a very fun little thing. So thank you to all of you who join our Patreon and support us. We really appreciate it. And it really helps keep the lights on around Amy, which, you know, those are cool lights. They change colors. It's
very cool right now. Yes.
Nord Games, one of our sponsors, always great. They, you know, I tweeted out the other day another horrible story about Wizards of the Coast. And now here's what I'm saying to you. Play D&D if you want to, but don't give Wizards money. Give money to Nord Games. They make excellent stuff for 5e, and it's a way to not give that awful company more money and to give it to people like Spike, friend of the show, who may be showing up
Tuesday.
On Tuesday, making a cameo. Not a cameo, he's going to be in the show. But
Chris from Nord.
Chris from Nord Games, all of our Nord Games friends, give them the money. That's so, you know, if you're looking for D&D stuff, go to Nord Games. If you use our code, which I think is chaotic or chaotic 20, if you use our code, you can get 20% off whatever you're getting, and that's not bad. And of course, Birds of Paradise, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. Many of us are enjoying them. Others of us are waiting for their Kickstarter dice to come in. Someday they will have the awesomeness. But the official dice of the Great Dane Society, we have a code with them too, but I don't remember what it is. But go to, you know, Andrea of the Burbs will put it in there, or it'll be in the chat.
Yeah, it's also chaotic. So that's the
chaotic.
one.
There you go.
Yep,
Who'd have thought?
that one's chaotic. And then for Nord, I think it's chaos. No, it's chaotic 20s for Nord. Yeah. There's a lot of chaos.
I mean,
too much to keep track of.
Our very own store, the Quest and Chaos merch store, is having a Black Friday, Black Sabbath, Cyber Monday stand up. There's a line outside our office right now, socially distanced, of course. They're waiting to break down the doors
to ship.
You could get a mug. You could get a what are they? Flask. We've got all sorts of stuff in the Quest and Chaos merch store. And if you use the code Chaos, we used a different code because, you know, we're crazy like that. If you use the code Chaos, easy for me to say, you get 20% off all of that awesome merch that is there. Coming soon, we're going to sell the character sheets of the Great Dane Society you can buy like all of the stats of our various. We're not doing that's.
Do you want the original one with the coffee and the alcohol all over it? You can barely read like what your sanity is anymore.
They get erased all the time. You know, they have the hole where the sanity is because they've been erased so many times. As always, we have a full week of entertainment here for you on Quests and Chaos. Monday, it's Dragon of Icespire Peak with some folks you might recognize here. They should just call that like Dragon of the Great Dane Society, you know, the Great Dane Peak or something. The Great Dane of Icespire Peak. It's the Great Dane of Icespire Peak. That's what
so we're actually going to fight a massive dog at the end of all of it instead of like
Monday, Dragon of Icespire Peak. Super fun. James, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I actually got to say it to him today to his face. He hadn't heard it, so thanks for watching, James. I really love the way that James runs a table. He's a really fun GM. He knows how to make a character pop. So his NPCs are instantly sort of they instantly are recognizable, which is fabulous. This Tuesday, it's a special. The Chaos Agents, once again, thanks to their union contracts, are taking a week off, and instead we have an actual one-shot, I'm pretty sure, featuring the best Christmas movie ever made. It is an homage to Die Hard. We have Namatoki's Tower is happening. And I think, let me see if I get these players right. We have Squeal the Bard playing. We have Spike playing. We have Duke Fleeg playing. I believe Tiana has been barred from the building for this one.
I get a night off, man.
Yeah, Tiana gets a night off.
Thomas gets to come in and play instead.
Who's
Thomas
the fourth
is
player?
playing. Thomas is playing. And there's only 4, right? 4. Hello.
And who's GMing?
Aaron.
Oh, nice.
Aaron's gonna do Hans Gruber.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Gremlins is the best Christmas movie.
It's
ever.
Gremlins 2. No, Gremlins 2 is the best Christmas. Gremlins 2 is better than Gremlins.
And you have a problem with muffins. You know, I don't trust your taste in anything. Tuesday it's going to be Namatoki's Tower, a special a Quests and Chaos special event. Next on a very special Chaos Agents. Don't go in that bike store, Dudley. That's like 3 people from the 70s got that joke. Are there grenades in there? Because I don't see a crossover thing.
Someone in Discord is going to post a really disturbing thing about that joke. I'm sure of it. And then Saturday, it's our doubleheader, starting off at 1:30 with the Rime of the Frost Maiden. Frost Maidens, is that one plural or singular?
No, it's just Frost Maiden, one maiden.
There you go. It's just one dragon and one Frost Maiden.
We're also giving this away this week, so there's the actual proof that we have something to give away.
And is that's on Saturday? We're giving that away.
I think so, and it says maiden, singular lady, maiden.
There we go. So we will be. You can give a copy of you can get a copy of this game and read ahead and see how James is changing everything.
Drastically. The answer is usually drastically.
Probably. So first 1:30, Rime of the Frost Maiden, then a short break, and then we're in here as we wind down the Great Dane Society to where it's heading. So I think it's time for America's favorite segment. Let's watch Amy do math.
Okay, the math is easy, guys. So, stop everybody. Okay, so I'm going to go in order. I'm going to go in chronological order as things have happened. 500 to the players from Tamago Tora. So we start with 4. Yep. And then we get 1 from Tamago Tora for to go full Emma.
Thank you so much, Tamago Tora. You are a stalwart.
Yep. Thank you. Our favorite Twitch user, Squirrel on the Run, 500 to the players.
I'm going to make you eat more turkey.
Is it really, do you have to make her eat more turkey, or is it just going to happen anyway?
She's not a huge fan of turkey.
Me neither.
So good thing we have 2 pounds left.
Am I the only turkey person?
Nope.
Okay. I love turkey.
You're a turkey person, Nick.
No.
I prefer ham over turkey in pretty much every instance.
I like turkey.
I prefer
turkey over ham.
Okay, so Tamago Tora, giveth and taketh away. 1,000 to Ezra. What was it? Just in case he needs a TPK.
Oh,
why? He doesn't need the help.
It's almost the holiday season, and what better gift is there?
He has a nuclear bomb. He doesn't need bits.
He has multiple nuclear bombs.
All you have to do is give these back to Emma, and there's a guaranteed TPK. It's just true. If these were explosives, job well done. Okay, and then where are we? So, yep, Slithy Toff, 1,000 to the players. Thank you very much.
Slithy!
Thanks very much.
I think I'm pretty sure he's giving those under duress. Like, Slithy Toff, blink twice if you're not okay. Like, if there's a crowbar in the room,
we
need help.
Put a smiley face emoji in the Discord and we'll send somebody.
I was gonna say, we know there's a crowbar in the room. It's right there.
There always is.
Okay. J Matthews 85, probably one of Ezra's second, third favorite Twitch players.
My
500
second favorite Twitch user.
Yeah, to finish us. Thanks, Jay Matthews, for being a friend. And I think I got everybody right.
Well,
then there's
thank you so much for all the bits. That is always crazy. And
the death threats.
there are at least, 3 times when I think the only way the players have survived is bits. So
True.
Yes.
it's on all of your heads that we're still doing this, damn it.
It's a combination of the bits and the bad guys rolling fumbles at the best times.
That is also true. That is
Yes.
also true.
That was epic.
That we really appreciate all of the bits, the likes, the subscribes, everything that you do to support this community makes such a huge difference. It's what lets us do what we're doing and do it in the nominally professional way that when we're in studio, we can do it. When we're not in studio and, my camera gets the Barbara Walters filter over it, I can feel like Thomas and Amy dying on the inside as I'm like, it looks like there's Vaseline on my lens, it's the video professionals just will not take it well, but it's what gives us the awesome studio and lets us play board games. And so your support means the world to us. It also, this sounds weird, but it also just like, it's nice to know that people like what you're doing, that it is the feedback, the sort of the positive feedback loop, not just from the bits, but from Discord and from, seeing the way that like stories from these games that, people are still talking about stuff that happened in the Chaos Agents in episode 3.
It's true.
Or they're still talking about the time that Ruckus died. And that's, so that feedback and that sort of commune with our community is speaking for myself. It's a pleasant a surprise. I wasn't expecting that it would mean as much to me as it does. And it's really amazing. And I can't say enough about the amazing community that is everywhere. And they're making Amy do more math.
no, I don't understand what's happening. Thomas, can you explain this to me?
I don't ask those sorts of
Well, when you add 2 numbers together,
They make a baby number. I feel like
wow,
that's
was that
just
like,
stuff that already happened.
I was about to make a weird like Flatland joke for the Edwin Abbott fans out there.
Wow. Deep cut there.
Yeah. I had to read that for like 6th grade math. And I was like,
Okay,
why
so-
am I reading in math? This is
Yep,
not-
Stream Elements is way behind. So
I
thank
see.
you.
Well, there we go.
NGC.
All right.
Yep.
Although technically really Streamland's geometry, which is not math, as I had a math professor explain to me.
Agreed.
Whatever.
So last episode, some things were said, some mistakes were made. We
No.
all wish things had gone differently, but they didn't. So here we are in the volcano lair of Carl Stanford with deep ones and weird spider things all over, some sort of awful space rocket missile thing down on the floor. And Carl Stanford invited you all to dinner, and you left Japan without telling the Japanese what your plan was. So nobody knows where you are or...
That's not true.
Well, Taro is here.
Taro wouldn't be with us, and he would definitely. He's the kind of person who would tell his superiors.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what he has told his supervisors and what he hasn't. And you had a lovely dinner where Stanford told you his crazy plan, and he started to show you around, and then, as most things do with the Great Dane Society, it turned into trying to kill somebody. And Joan was able to, through the rite of transference, send stomach bile and give Carl Stanford a serious case of heartburn. And he did not enjoy that. And he started to go and he panicked, and he was moving on. And Alexandra would not let him go anywhere and was following him, and he was becoming more and more agitated, and he kept referring to how he had to go talk to somebody, and all of a sudden he started to vomit copious amounts of blood, just a stream of blood seemingly not stopping, pouring out of his mouth. He had opened a portal to somewhere and tried to get Alexandra to go through it. She was not willing to go. Meanwhile, Emma and Dr. Hollister had started making a beeline for the weapon down on the floor with who knows what sort of crazy plan. And Stanford, before he started to meet his end, had blown his, I guess it's a spider whistle? I don't know. His silent whistle that seemed to summon his minions, and hundreds of things had started to climb up the wall, or the deep ones were coming up the path. They were all heading towards that. And well, do you want to do this next one, Amy? This last bit of bits here?
I flung my thing on my hand. So the Dead Boy 42 has given 500 bits to Emma, but she must do math to save the society. And then NGC 457 says, we're doomed. Yeah. And I also agree, we're pretty much doomed because, math.
And, hi, MXL. Thank you for joining us.
And MXL makes the point that those bits, really, those are coming from Mom too. And it's so glad that both of you could join us tonight. That's awesome.
Really good to have you guys along.
So yeah, we are in this whole mess right now, and we ended. You hear a familiar voice. Actually, not so much hear as feel. Before we start, all right.
Yeah, I was about to say we hear a familiar voice. The Baroness giving.
The Baroness, the best. Oh man. That's who I should have. Oh,
well, it's not
gotten the Baroness to record this. It could have been an audio cameo. Oh man.
He's already had one speaking line. We had to get her into SAG after that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She started a whole episode.
And then 500 to the players, so we're good.
Thank you.
Oh well, the Baroness, my all-time favorite Twitch user. There will never be another. There will never be another number one. Damn, if I'd known that, I would have gotten a GI. Do I have a GI Joe moment off the top of my head?
This whole layer is a GI Joe moment.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
I want to. Oh man, Dead Boy 42 and I might have to argue here because he just said Sergeant Slaughter is the best member of the Joes. And that is distinctly not true. Ooh. He's not even the best bad member of the GI Joe.
Ooh.
Flint is the best of the GI Joes, clearly. Although I always liked Flint is probably he also had the coolest gun, the sawed-off shotgun.
The Parrot was the best member.
I mean, yeah, Shore Leave ended up being a fabulous member. I never got into the ninja guys. So what was it? Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, the best characters were Tomax and Zaymot because that's just such a bonkers idea. The twins that feel each other's pain.
I remember you using that.
Oh, they're the best. You punch Tomax and Zaymot goes flying. It's like super. It's almost like an improv game that you'd play when you were taking an improv class. Whatever you do to this person happens to that person, and it was very silly. But I still think my favorite was that the Baroness in G.I. Joe was a master of disguise. And that master of disguise, she was one of those the Scooby-Doo mask that makes you look totally different. And so in the comics, the Baroness actually pretends to be a black woman for 3 issues of the comic. And then she just pulls off the mask and they're like, what? It's I don't know how
how is this very European, very aristocratic woman? Like that's the accent must have been a challenge there, or it was incredibly inappropriate. Which, given that it was the 80s, you know,
Probably that last
much
one.
of GI Joe is already incredibly inappropriate. But thank you, the Baroness. Even when you give the players bits, you are still my favorite Twitch user. You know, maybe if you gave me bits every once in a while.
Whoa.
Ooh, I am
There's gonna be
suddenly
that-
deeply uncomfortable.
There's going to be a turkey under your pillow tonight.
Well, there's usually a turkey on my pillow.
All right. So Ezra, you're getting more bits.
Woohoo!
It's for your bits. That's
I
what
feel
you
like I should give them to the players because they called me Urza.
Oh.
Thank you,
Perfect.
Shido Chic.
Perfect.
That is awesome. And I'm glad that you're listening to the podcast. Those podcasts only happen because Tiana does all the work to make them happen, including trying to get Nick to change his intro for all of his different characters.
Every time he changes character, I'm just like, Nick, why are you doing this to you? You're doing this to yourself.
I hate recording those so much.
Well, then stop changing characters.
So for my
One of
next
them-
character, what I'm
Didn't one of
thinking,
them actually say like, "I'm Nick, I play Silvano. What do you want me to say?"
No, it was I'm Nick, I play Silvano, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. So Tiana, thank you for the work you do on all the podcasts. She is our audio guru, and that it really makes a difference. And we've had to change podcast hosts like I think twice because so many people are downloading them, which is awesome. Keep enjoying the podcasts. There will be all sorts of fun stuff coming there.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So
Volcano Lair.
Volcano Lair. As you all feel this voice, you don't hear it. You like feel it. And it is the voice of an old friend, ? Lady Jezebel. And she says, "Oh, Stanford, you've outlived your usefulness to me. Your ego brought these idiots here. Emma destroys everything she comes in contact with, and you brought her here, so I have to end you. Stanford," and now it's almost like she is now, you feel like she's saying something to you guys. Stanford wanted to rule the world, but I don't want to rule the world. This world is awful. Why would I? There's pain and suffering everywhere. I want to reshape the world. You all taught me about the multiverse, and now I will use this beautiful weapon to create blood magic writ large. Cities of blood will allow me to build the world I want, picking and choosing bits and pieces from all of the different worlds to make the right one, the world I deserve. I'm going to make myself a constant. I'm going to make myself the constant. It's not breakfast time, so it must be time for blood magic. And you are bringing me so much blood. I've consulted the cards, and they told me that I should let you leave. So you have one chance to go before you become a material component to the most terrible magic the world has ever known.
Damn it, Bells.
And Stanford drops to his knees and then flops down on his face, and just the puddle of blood is still spreading out.
I grab Hollister and I'm booking it out of there.
So where are you
Who the
headed?
hell's
You
that
still headed
lunatic?
towards...
Yeah.
So the only way I know to get up is the spiral stairs. The spiral.
So you're heading out of the volcano. Up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not heading down towards the weapon. You're heading up. Okay.
I'm gonna back up so that I'm not getting the widening pool of blood on my shoes and look back at Joan.
What was that?
That was Lady Jezebel. You remember Emma and I told you about the other world.
Yes.
She was part of our group in that other world.
Oh.
And got a taste for blood magic.
But if she's not a constant, how's she here?
I don't know.
Crap, so what can we do?
Well, it looks like we have two choices. Get out of here or go destroy that weapon.
We need to destroy the weapon. We
I
can't
agree.
leave her with it.
Come on.
So you both run to the T intersection past the dining room, and you come out into the main hallway, and you see far ahead, you see heading up Emma and Hollister.
Emma!
What?
Holly!
No.
What's going on?
Get back here!
Am I getting tug of war now? I stopped.
Yeah.
Too far away, but Emma is definitely pulling you up. Like,
We should leave. I mean, she's gonna blow this place up.
No, she's not. She's going to use it.
Oh shit. Hollister, you've got to disable this thing.
I don't know how to. I pointed at Alexandria. She's the only one who understands it.
Well, I just but you're the man here.
Do I hear that? Do I hear that?
Emma, get your chaotic ass down here.
I'm a therapist, not a bomb surgeon.
bomb surgeon?
I turn Hollister around and I push him down the hill or whatever.
Stairs. You pushed me down the stairs.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so you turn around and start to head back. And you hear almost like in an offhand, just sort of way, you hear Lady Jezebel say, "Are you still here?" And everything goes black.
I check from my eyes.
You all wake up on a cold metal floor. You are in looks like a cave, although the walls look different. You are in a cave that you're on, like these awful like metal cots that seem like they are designed for not you. And you, as you have all your equipment and everything there.
Okay, we're wearing our clothes and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Is Tara with us?
No, Taro is not with you.
And does it seem like the same cave or?
Well, again, the stone seems different.
Okay.
All right, we got to figure out where we are.
Yeah,
And the floor in the other layer was not metal, definitely.
yeah.
Okay, so the floor is metal and these things are metal.
I'm gonna get up and start looking around after patting myself down for my weaponry.
How much
All right.
light? What's the light situation in here?
So there are lights set into the ceiling, and they are quite bright.
Does this look like an autopsy room?
No, it looks like this is supposed to. I mean, these. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're metal beds, but it seems like this is supposed to be something comforting.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking a bunch of metal beds and bright lights.
It might be comforting for someone with a very different body.
Yeah, okay.
And as you are starting to sit up, a hole opens in one of the walls, and standing there is an utterly nondescript man in a gray suit.
No?
Not Tidwell.
No, it is not. It is definitely not Tidwell.
Okay, just had to check.
Hello, where are we?
Good morning, fellow Earth humans.
Hello, Earth human.
Yeah, sure.
We're all Earth humans here.
Yes, we are. Tell me, how have you come here?
We don't know exactly.
We fell asleep and woke up here. Who are you?
My name is Johnson.
Johnson, huh?
Yes, that is my Earth name.
Your Earth
What
name.
is your Earth name?
Professor? You can call me Professor.
Professor.
You can call me Doctor.
Doctor.
I'll glance over at Emma.
I'm gonna get off the cot and go up to him and pick up his hand. Like, if I go to shake his hand, does he offer it or do I have to get it?
No,
and
you
shake
like walk up with your hand out and he just sort of looks at it, cocking his head.
it? Okay.
And then he looks at you and he says, yes, fellow Earth human?
Oh, I'm Emma, and I grab his hand and do the
Right.
do the shaking.
His hand is totally cold.
Ugh.
It's like clammy and cold.
Okay, is it plasticky? Is it flexible? Does it feel like skin, or does it feel like?
It feels like skin. It feels like skin, but it is clammy and cold.
Okay.
And sort of alarmingly lumpy.
Mm.
It feels like there's lumps in there.
Okay. All
Hello,
right,
Emma.
and I just take a couple steps back.
Your proximity and touch do not make me uncomfortable.
That's
to know.
how Earth humans say hello. I'm Alexandria. Pleasure.
Of course it is.
Uh-huh.
Any Earth human would know that.
Yes, they would.
We are in the desert.
We're
Sure.
in the desert. This doesn't look like desert.
We are in a building.
Maybe. But where
Okay.
is the building?
This does not seem like the desert.
No.
We
are in the Arctic.
All right. So I don't see any windows. We only see this one little door. Why are we here? Tell us why we're here. How about that?
I do not know, fellow Earth human.
What are
I
you
was
doing
hoping
here?
You would tell me why
Okay.
you are here.
Then why are you here? Then why are you here?
I live here in the Arctic. Why are you here in the Arctic?
You look very underdressed to be in the
Yeah. No, we're not believing a damn thing you say. Now, tell us where we are. Now.
We are in the Arctic.
Okay. Then let's go outside. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
There is no outside.
If we're in the Arctic, if we are in a building in the Arctic, then there is an outside. So one of these things isn't true.
We are hermetically sealed in the Arctic.
There would still be an outside.
Oh, there is an outside. And I am given to understand it is quite cold.
Probably.
Okay. So how long have you been here, fellow Earth being?
I have been here all my life. 7 days.
Ah.
You're
Yeah.
awfully grown up for 7 days.
Is that a compliment?
Yes.
An
Yes.
observation. An observation.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. They have affirmed my humanity.
Great. We have a connection now. Let's go find other humans. Would you show us?
Well, more importantly, how if we wanted to leave the Arctic and go back to another place on Earth, and we didn't know how we got here, would you have any suggestions for that?
We are very concerned that you suddenly appeared.
Who's we?
My fellow Earth humans.
Yeah,
Let's
the
We
other
are
humans.
uncertain if you are actually Earth humans.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes.
Ah.
We should
That
be.
is exactly what someone who was not an Earth human would say.
Okay, listen, I was born in New York, all right?
Is that in the desert?
No Earth human wouldn't know New York.
Well,
Of course, New
an Earth
York.
human in China might not know about New York.
Yes, they would.
I am from China.
Well, sure, you're not helping.
Obviously.
Should we meet the other humans?
Thank you. Yes, let's go.
You are in quarantine.
Ah.
A bitch.
Okay, well, then we require sustenance being in quarantine.
Earth human food.
Blankets and supplies and
Restrooms.
that'd be nice.
A radio.
Excuse me. I must go consult with our chef. And he steps backwards and the wall closes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a portal thing, not like a proper door.
Yeah, it's like a slat in the wall that kind of
And when I went to shake his hand, what did I see behind him? So what was in the door?
So it looks like it's just a closed alcove.
Okay, so he could have literally just stepped back into a closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you feel in his hands? It feel like skin, but
He feels like a human. Well, not really. I mean, he feels like a lumpy, dead human.
he could be possessed. He
I
could be
don't-
possessed.
I don't think it's a human at all.
What?
It looks human. It looks human, but it could be possessed by something else.
Well,
We've
I
seen
mean,
that.
the Black Pharaoh looked human, sort of.
Yes.
Did you touch him?
The Black Pharaoh? I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. He
Not
seemed
that
to
kind
have-
of game.
Hey!
Different kind of touch, Emma. Sit down.
Safe touch. Safe touch. All right.
The door opens again,
Okay.
and he is holding a platter of pasta.
Ooh.
I have Earth human food for my Earth human friends. And he puts it down on one of the beds.
I will have to closely inspect this pasta.
No forks or spoons or any
There
other kind.
are no utensils.
How does it smell? Is it?
It
cold?
smells fantastic.
I'm
I'll
gonna
do a
slip
texture
into
test. I'll rub some on my skin to see if there's any reaction.
So
Good
the
call.
texture feels okay of the noodle. The smell is spot on.
But it doesn't do anything to I don't have any sort of allergic reaction to it on my skin if I wait.
No. It seems like very normal pasta. And he will say, "May I join you in some Earth human food?"
If we had some utensils, ways to eat it,
Ooh, and some plates.
we have
Of
to have a way to
course.
share it. Yeah.
Plates and utensils. I must consult with my chef. And he so he walks backwards without looking into the little closet. He just
Do we just want to help him? Oh,
and the thing.
I'm gonna go over and poke at the thing and see if there's any way to lift it or activate it from the inside.
You don't see any seams
Okay.
whatsoever.
oh, I know how to do this. We must be in the future, and we're told that in the future how you
right.
open a door.
ask him for his Shakespeare phone.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
When you clap, the door opens.
Are you
And he
serious?
comes back out with what look like chopsticks and flat plates, and he says, "Of course, plates and utensils, just as you described them."
So I'm gonna slide into the room.
Into the little closet. Okay, he does not react at all. It is
Is
a
there-
closed room. It appears that it goes up. There's a shaft above you.
And there's I'm touching the wall. There's nothing to activate the door.
No, there is nothing.
I'm gonna
Make me a
clap
listen
twice.
roll in there.
I'm gonna clap twice. 82 probably wherever my character sheet is probably not. L for listen. That's not library. Nope. My list is 53. So no.
I mean,
don't have anything.
you've got a bunch of inspiration if you want to use it.
Use it.
I should-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
All right. I'm
do
gonna
it.
put one
Roll it.
back. What
You
did I
gotta
say?
go-
My
you
list
gotta
was
do this one.
53. All right. I'm going to try some different dice. Oh, 94. So much better.
Not
Well,
a
it's not a
fumble.
fumble.
Yeah.
So when you clap, the echo like goes up the
Mhm.
the shaft, and when you clap, he notices you, and he says, "Please remain in the quarantine area, fellow Earth human."
Oh, but what's up there?
The non-quarantine area.
Is that where you go when you leave us?
Yes.
Do I notice his shifty eyes?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's not even like.
Um,
All right.
how long before I can go up there?
If you say
Well, it will depend on how soon you die.
beg pardon.
If you have brought any sort of communicable disease here, you will probably die within the next 6 hours.
Wow. Okay.
I-
That's very specific.
Am very healthy and am not concerned. And I take lots of showers.
Do you?
I believe that. Yeah. All right.
I
well,
exercise regularly.
So I'm going to try a little bit of this pasta.
It
while this is
Tastes
going on.
surprisingly good and surprisingly authentic.
Wow.
we could use the chopsticks to twirl it
Um,
up. Is he going to eat with us?
Hollister, where are you from?
Oh,
You live in DC, but
I think I'm from Washington.
yeah. So you've now been to Italy. This is not Italian pasta. This tastes like kind of American Italian food.
Which is fine.
Yeah, oh, it's lovely.
I'm not a food snob.
No, it tastes quite good. It's hard to eat with the chopsticks, but you see, Earth food is full of sustenance.
I want to go into the little room too and like look up to see if there's
All
any
right,
way.
with both of you in there, it's quite crowded.
Hi, Emma.
I'm still trying to get our friend Johnson. Johnson, is that his name?
Johnson and Johnson.
That is a typical Earth human name. Yes,
Johnson, why don't you eat some? Here, have some. Have some with us.
of course. Plump. He puts his hand in the pasta and just like puts it in his mouth.
You didn't use the utensils, man.
Of course, I forgot to use the utensil.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
just-
Earth human would.
I guess if we're being casual,
He like
Oh.
spits it all out,
I have to
and then he
ask.
goes and he takes one chopstick in each hand. This is typical Earth human behavior.
Oh no! If he looks at me, I'm shoveling because it's so difficult to use the shovel. It's more like this. I get onto
Yeah.
a plate and I'm just kind of like.
He looks at you, and then he will do that, and he'll just like now his face is covered in pasta sauce, and everybody can make a spot hidden roll. Let me know if you get a hard success.
Just regular.
Yeah.
Critical.
All right.
I got a 10.
With a critical success, where there's pasta sauce, which sort of is giving his face some texture, you would swear there's like slight movement. And he's not even trying to wipe his face.
So we've known each other for what, 3-4 minutes now? We're close, right?
This Earth humans build bonds of friendship.
That we do. Can't help but notice you keep referring to the Earth humans. Just got me wondering. Do you know of humans from any other planets that aren't Earth?
That would be ridiculous. Ha 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 ha.
Just curious if you knew any.
You are pulling my fully functional and normally human leg.
He's good. He's good.
Emma,
So, Alex,
his face is wiggling.
yeah, I know. So was his hand. No, come on, get up there.
You're boosting. All right.
Yeah,
I-
we're
I-
trying to
I- I
keep
was
him.
looking for-
We're
I was
trying to
looking for a
keep
way to
him
climb.
talking to us while they do
No,
their
I'm trying
thing.
to-
All right.
I know you're trying to psych him, but I
No,
I
I'm
see
just
this.
chatting with him.
I
I'm
know.
just curious if
I
he'll
know. I know.
Spill anything.
I'm gonna say, Alexandra, make me a size roll.
Sure.
Wait, what's my size? Wait, how big am I? I'm a 60.
I'm a
Yeah.
60 as well.
Wow, I'm littler than both of y'all.
I'm a 45.
That was a critical success. 12.
All right, so you are able to like shimmy your shoulders on one end of the the thing, and your legs, and you're kind of inching your way up this.
Okay. Just like inchworm up.
Yeah.
It's slow. I'm sure it hurts like the devil, but
It is not fun. It is not fun. And meanwhile, yeah, you guys are distracting him as he engages in conversation. He says, "Tell me, do either of you feel any sickness?"
No, I'm feeling really good, especially after having a little bit of this food. Thank you.
So why did you say 6 hours?
The doctor tells me that due to the unique properties of the Arctic, you would die if you had any sort of disease in your system after 6 hours.
Wow.
This is why we don't normally go to the Arctic.
That makes sense. So why are you guys here? Did you find something in the ice?
Yes, there is ice in the Arctic. This is what we have discovered.
Well, we knew that, but did you find something in the ice? I'm very fascinated with discoveries made by digging or...
Yes, we dig in the ice with
nice.
Earth human tools.
Oh,
Tell me what Earth human tools you think we would use.
well, if I
Some
was...
humans use magic.
Magic? What is that, Earth human friend?
Knowledge that is typically outside of our realm of understanding, generally stemming from elder beings. I'm watching him very closely.
That sounds very interesting. Do you know magic, Earth human friend?
Does Joan want to jump in here? Just heard that stories.
There are a lot of stories that we have about creatures who come from other worlds, who bring magic to our shores. Have you heard any of those?
Everything I have heard about magic is what we Earth humans call a cautionary tale.
Ah,
It
so you
seems more dangerous than it is worth.
Oh, so you have some tales, and tell us a tale.
I was once approached to do magic, and I said no, because that is not something Earth humans do. That is the end of my Earth human tale.
Well, I'm glad you said no. That sounds great.
Very responsible.
Very responsible.
Is Alexandria getting farther up?
So
Yeah.
she is getting up. You've definitely made it, 20, 30 feet up. It's slow going. And you see about a little ways up ahead of you, it looks like there's some sort of junction with a side shaft of this. Make me a luck roll, Alexandra.
39 success.
All right.
Also, Tamagatora gave us 500 bits to ask if there's explosives. It's a great idea.
Oh no.
Oh, that's how we do
Great
mining.
idea with
That's
Emma
how
around.
we dig. Explosives, sir.
For digging. Ah, yes. So I will ask our friend Johnson about, it's like, yeah, you're talking about different things that we use for digging. When things are very far down in the rock, sometimes we have to explode the rock. We have to blow it up. Do you guys have some of that here?
yes, using weapons for functions other than offensive or defensive capabilities can
Yes.
be quite useful.
Yes. Yes, they can.
What
I've
sort
done
of
that.
weapons do you have?
Oh, is my revolver still on me?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the least you've ever seen someone react to you drawing a gun.
Yeah, it's an older one, but I like the charm of it.
Yeah.
Those are clearly weapons.
Yes, I really like this one. You can also use it for other things other than weaponry, like you were saying.
Mhm.
I could use it to maybe dig a little, and I'm going to bang into the floor with it.
All right, yeah, you hit the metal, and there is a horrible metal on metal sound.
Does he react at
um,
all?
Ooh, actually. So you hit the metal, and there's a horrible sound, and Johnson like collapses onto the ground, writhing, and like has his hands. He's sort of like trying to hold himself together.
Not going to help. Hands off for this one. Don't do that again.
But that
And as soon as the sound stops, he says, "That was a terrible noise."
Are you okay?
Of course.
I'm
And he'll,
sorry
like-
for the horrible noise, but that sometimes happens when you're trying to dig.
This is what we Earth humans call a cautionary tale.
All right, so that means I won't do that again, but you can see how you can use for much different phrases.
Yes, you have a formidable sonic weapon. And clearly, your compatriot, Doctor, has formidable sonic defenses because he was not affected by this weapon.
That's how we roll on Earth. You know us.
We certainly do.
Nice. Well, have some more of the spaghetti. That'll help you.
Oh, I am very full. You should continue to eat. Do you require more sustenance?
Well, let's stop and think about that.
Yeah.
Let's go over because our nutritional needs are, as you know, wide and varied. So we might want to make a list of what we might need to make, get us through the next 6 hours.
Right.
Yes,
And I mean, there's drinks that we could have, a bunch of different kinds of drinks. And
what types of drinks and what vitamins are there? We have
right.
that.
Oh, yes. So let's.
Water is.
Well, come over here and do we have any paper on you? Do you have anything to write with? No, we'll just talk to you.
Liquid?
We'll just tell you.
No. You know what? We can
tell
remember.
you.
We can remember. Yeah.
We can remember. We'll just tell you the kind of things you can.
Yes.
Do you have a good memory? If we tell you things, you'll be able to remember.
Everything we say here is being recorded. You do not need to worry about my memory.
Awesome. All right. So, well, for liquids, okay. Water is a basic necessity.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to each need enough water for the 5 of us. So you need water too, if you're going to be down here with us. And let's see. And then milk, different kinds of, because dairy and calcium is good for you. Vitamin D, if we had the vitamin D fortified milk, that would be really good.
You require vitamin D and calcium.
But those are some of the things. There's a whole.
Yeah, there's so many things.
Yeah.
I mean, you might even want to bring just raw ingredients and some things that we can cook with if we want to make sure that we're going to make it through these 6 hours.
That's true. And let's see what. So we have milk, we have water. We have and for for spicing things up a little bit, we might need a little alcohol.
Alexandra, you hear a buzzing sound in the shaft, and Emma, you hear it faintly too, and you see Johnson cock his head. I must consult with my chef, and he starts walking backwards.
No. We haven't given you the list yet. We haven't given you the list yet.
Bacon.
Emma, are you moving out of the way?
Nope. I'm I'm going to make room and get in the corner so that he's
All right,
got to
yeah.
come in.
So he awkwardly walks in. He does not seem to acknowledge you at all.
Okay.
He just walks in backwards. The door closes, and as soon as the door closes, the door behind you, the wall does the same thing, and he walks out backwards again that way. And as he does that, he sees you, and he says, "Contamination risk."
What's in the room backwards behind him?
It's another hallway that looks like there are 2 openings, one on either side. And he's looking at you now with as close as he can get to a surprised look on his face, saying, "Please remain there, contamination risk."
And I take my toe and I start to put it out, and I'll be like, what happens if I do this? And like, you know what I mean? One of these, like, you know.
All right, make a dex roll.
Toddlers are like, what happens if I just, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
So make a dex roll.
Okay.
Crud.
Yeah, this is definitely crud. Ooh, 3.
All right, so you like zip your hand over and you feel more than see a sheet of flame come shooting down, like, and your hand is back. "Decontamination is what will occur, as you can clearly see, fellow Earth human. Allow me to lead you back into the contamination chamber." And he will start to walk forward into the room, and the door closes behind him, and the door opens to the back to your room, and he says, "Please enter the contamination chamber."
And I just look up at Alexandria like, oh, shit.
He has not reacted at all to Alexandra being up there. Speaking of, you get to that horizontal shaft that is, and it looks much smaller than the other one. So you can either keep going up or you could take this along.
Do I see any indication that further up there might be something?
It looks like it goes a long way up.
Okay, I'm going to take the chance with this one then.
All right.
And if it's too small for me to make it through, then I'll keep going up.
So far you're okay. And you start to go down, and you keep hearing that buzzing noise.
Okay.
And you start to see that this is some sort of ventilation. And there are small metal vents that you start to see, and you come upon a room, and in that room are 2 exact copies of Johnson that are sitting at a table, not doing anything, just sitting facing each other, not moving.
I'm gonna watch them for a moment to see if they blink.
Okay, no, there's no blinking.
No blinking. Are they breathing? Are they doing anything that would be?
They do not appear to be breathing.
Okay. I'm gonna note that and keep crawling.
All right.
As quietly as possible.
So you crawl ahead, and as you crawl ahead, you end up crawling back because you hear a sound back in that room, and you see Johnson come in, and he will look at the other 2, and then there's some buzzing, and then the whole room fills with flames. And when the flames are done, the 3 Johnsons are still there, and Johnson, like your Johnson, the standing one, cocks his head, looks at the other 2. There's a little bit more buzzing, and then he walks backwards out of the room, and the other 2 just sit there, stay sitting there.
Okay.
Like there was no damage from the fire. Like none of their suits were messed up, none of their hair.
Huh. Okay. Would it be reasonable to assume at this point that the buzzing is them communicating in some way?
Seems like it.
Okay. I don't know if I want to go into that room. I am not fireproof like they seem to be. Okay, I'm going to explore a little bit more because I need to know what's going on.
All right. So you come up to another room, and in this room there is a wall of little boxes very similar to what you saw in Stanford's place. And there Johnson is in there, and he is having a conversation with someone
Out loud.
And he is saying, "And what sort of tools would a human use?" And you hear a voice say, "Well, I used hammers, nails, and knives are pretty useful. And what of explosives? How did you use weaponry?" I'm a farmer. We don't blow a lot of stuff up.
I know some tree stumps that would disagree.
Tree stumps would beg to differ.
I mean, we burn some things, I guess. And tell me, farmer, what is milk? And that's where you hear Silvano. And you clearly hear Silvano's voice going, "I miss milk."
I like lean at this point and put my hand on the vent to see which box that came out of.
You can't tell. There's no, like, the boxes don't glow when they're speaking.
Sure. But yeah, I'm definitely like leaning and looking and just like, where?
Oh, subject 37. You know milk?
Oh, is it jumping to me?
If you want it to.
Okay,
Otherwise,
I mean, I'd be going more about you can use it to make Alfredo sauce.
Yes, thank you for your explanation of pasta. It was very useful. We have a contamination breach with more Earth humans, but not in a convenient format.
Go into detail, what?
4 Earth humans appeared. We believe through magical means, somehow transported here. They do not remember. They have not been able to say why they are here. We have them in contamination protocols.
Now, all of us right now, we don't have bodies, right?
That's right. You are a brain in a box.
Okay. I mean, people showing up with magic, that's not completely out of the ordinary. I mean, that's how we got here.
Well, we carried you here. Once you are in a suitable format, we bring you here.
That wasn't magic? I can't tell the difference.
We are not magic. We are Me-Go.
So just watching Tiana's reaction there.
Sorry, we encountered those in Delta Green. They're not fun.
So yeah, Silvano, that these are alien creatures who live on the planet Yuggoth, and they brought you here. They literally like carry the canisters, and they have created human suits, and they have bases all over the world, really, that are, where they are mining certain elements that are very rare here that are common on Earth. They're very interested in mineral stuff on Earth, and also
I'm more trying to figure out why they're worried about humans. So humans don't just show up here.
Humans don't show up here. They really, the only way that humans come here are in jars. And so you have been spending your days, like, you essentially have access to the internet. they've plugged you in, and you've just been reading anything you want to read and learning anything you want to learn.
Okay.
And you've definitely felt like there's a two-way street of information, like they are drawing information from you. Although usually there's kind of there's an active and a passive where, they'll ask you questions, like they asked you what what food, and you were immediately like, oh, pasta would be, and that sort of thing. But there's also kind of a passive, almost drawing of information out of you as you access. And you've met people here who are, that farmer guy is actually, he still thinks, that he's going back to like Old West Arizona. And there's a Roman soldier here, and you've learned, you've gotten to practice your Latin. And,
this isn't too bad.
No, and none of it's flammable. That's an extra bonus.
I mean, Emma would find a way, but hey.
So yeah, this has been like a calming and weirdly restorative process for you.
Do they have information on magic in there?
They don't really like magic.
I mean, I'd still peek if there's anything.
So what you find is that they do a lot of talking about how, it's things that are not quantifiable are not, they don't like them. They like things they can understand. And magic is inherently chaotic.
Yes.
And they don't care for that.
Well, I mean, if they have any information, I don't, being
so they like
society, now, I don't have those reservations.
What they have is they have technology that is essentially magic. These are 7-foot tall bugs that somehow fly with one wing and, can wear human suits.
Like a helicopter.
And totally pass as normal Earth humans.
Oh, and Silvano's not dumb. I don't think he understands a lot of it, but he'll.
Yeah, no, there's a great deal. And it's clear, like they are very genuinely interested in like Silvano's life and his history, and they are like, there's a lot of like, how would an Earth human react to that?
Depends on the Earth humans.
They love accounting. They are very excited by as you're like,
I'm never leaving.
Silvano, you found your people.
Math is the one true they're
Tamagotora, you can have your 500 bits back. We're stuck forever if I have to math us out of here.
Oh, let me tell them about taxes.
They'll be there for a long time.
They are very confused about why humans don't share everything.
Oh, limited resources.
We have limited resources. We compensate humans to give us these resources. But when we bring them here to Yuggoth, they are all used for the communal good.
Well, we don't have your technology.
I see. Well, if you will, Alexandra, this Johnson is sitting in there the whole time. He's not going away. So back in the room, the door opens, and Johnson walks in with some sort of white milky liquid.
Okay.
It's a start?
Nope.
In the Arctic, the only milk we have is powdered.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. So you mixed it up. You mixed up the powdered milk. Got it.
I'm still gonna dab some on my skin to see if it reacts.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't react. It seems like really watery milk.
So Johnson, you said that you would know if we're contaminated. What am I saying? You know that we are contaminated if we die in 6 hours.
Yes.
How long has it been for you that we've been exchanging words?
Well, how long were we unconscious for while we were here?
Oh, sometime.
All right. So how close to 6 hours being here are we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, forgive me. The 6 hours started when you woke up.
Yeah.
So how long in your estimation since we've been awake? How long is that time for you? What's your understanding of how long that is?
You appeared roughly 8 hours ago. You have been conscious now for roughly 1 hour.
Does that seem right to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So his concept of time is similar to what we
Yeah.
experience it. Okay. So what happens if we don't die in 6 hours? Can we walk around?
That is unclear.
What is the probability that we'll die?
Well, we've never had an Earth human appear here like this. We do not understand and are unsure how to react.
And I'm glancing between Emma and the door with very worried looks this whole time.
Yes. And so
I'm missing one.
Well, I'm saying it's like, so now you understand how we feel. We're not feeling very satisfied, helped, anything about this, certain about this situation.
Yes.
I apologize if I have given offense in any way.
No offense, just I was trying to say, you've never been in this situation before, neither have we.
Of course. One key difference is that I am very sane.
How's that a key difference?
You are not very sane.
Oh.
What's the scale of measurement on sanity here, my friend?
Are we being done as a group or individually? How is this?
On a 1 to 10 scale, where are we? What? How do you know? How do you evaluate? Like, just give me some criteria here.
That's a good question. Yeah, how do you evaluate that?
We have very accomplished doctors who have... Wait, he doesn't say doctor. He says we have very accustomed medical professionals who studied you during your period of unconsciousness.
And they were able to derive our mental well-being in what ways?
Yes. Tell me, do you feel any discomfort in your nasal area? It's a little sore.
I'm like, and that's how you tell sanity? Woo!
Our doctor's examinations can at times be somewhat invasive.
They went in our noses with things.
That's how you tell
was not
sanity?
part of that process.
All right, these medical professionals.
How
come they can't tell? How come they can't tell that we have contamination or not? If they can go in our brains and do all that, how can they tell we're not contaminated already?
Well, that is an excellent question.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Could you bring us some literature on the methods that they used, techniques?
Yes, writing things down is very typical Earth human behavior.
Or printing them or whatever.
Printing. There is a mechanism for printing. What book would you like?
I'm curious about some of your books on your
We have the complete works of Charles Dickens.
medical books.
We have the complete works of Charles Dickens. I believe there is a doctor in Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Should we ask him about the Shakespeare phone too?
Yeah.
You guys invented a Shakespeare phone.
Is there a Shakespeare phone here?
I do not understand.
Good.
A telephone?
The phone that talks Shakespeare to you.
It's from the future, though.
It is what? I am starting to wonder if you are regular Earth humans.
As regular as it gets.
How did you find a phone from the future?
Oh, we didn't find it. Somebody told us about it.
They went to the future. We're normal.
Yeah.
How
he
did
wasn't
they go to the
normal.
future?
I don't know. How did
That's
he
a
Do
good
do
you
it?
question.
have access to time travel?
I don't.
I don't know.
That does not seem like a normal Earth human activity.
Do I know somebody who has? I know somebody has access to time travel, right?
Well, I mean, theoretically, Stanford does clearly,
Yeah.
but I mean, Dr. Kafur was clearly, and Yusef were both doing stuff
Yeah.
with time
And
magic.
Didn't, yeah. And didn't
Joan
Silvano?
was reading up on stuff.
I was
Yeah,
trying to
so-
read
yeah.
up on that. Yes.
Mhm.
And Silvano was he was somewhat keen on the, or was that no, that was Silvano who was
Yeah.
trying to get Yusef to read stuff.
Yeah, Keith Silvano
Yes.
wrote the notes on that. For
Yeah.
that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I let him know. I know somebody who was studying it theoretically, of course,
Through technological means?
through magical means.
Magic is all fairy tale. Ha 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 ha.
Does he spit when he does that?
Oh no, there's no fluid involved with this guy.
Do you have time
Magic.
travel here?
Do you know magic?
Nope.
Just uncomfortable silence whenever that's asked.
Would you like the complete works of Charles Dickens?
Yes.
Very well. I will be right back. He walks backwards into the door.
I mean, we have 5 hours, right?
Yeah. Well, not only that too. Who knows what he's going to actually bring? If it really is going to
Right.
be Charles Dickens,
Right.
or if it's going to be.
He
Right.
seems very confident.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I,
I'll
give
work
this
in
one
no
to-
play.
yeah.
I'll
I was
work in no
sus-
play make Jack a dull boy the whole time.
I was suspicious about that Shakespeare phone thing anyway. So glad to see it was debunked.
Was it?
So Tiana, you stay watching this, and whenever really the only time you hear anything is when the Johnson asks them a question. And so at one point during that conversation that you couldn't hear in the room, the Johnson says, "What do you know of printing?" And one of the heads is like, "Well, you use a press, a machine." And this voice starts to like explain in great detail a somewhat antiquated printing press process.
Okay.
And then he finishes and he says, "And that is how I printed the complete works of Charles Dickens. That was my masterpiece."
What a sad little masterpiece. Okay. Is there any way to get out of this vent and down into the room below without the Johnson seeing me?
So these vents are very small.
Mm-hmm.
They are not person-sized.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to keep moving then. So I'm going to try to, I have no sense of spatial awareness really, but I'm going to try to mark where this room is so I can come back to it, because I am very interested all of a sudden in Silvano's brain in a head in a box. I don't know what's going on. So
right.
yeah, I'm going to keep crawling and see if I can find a way out of this vent and into the main hallways.
Okay. So you'll go the path, this thing will it seems to be almost a square, but it ends before the square completes. And it comes back around to that room with the two Johnsons sitting in it like a couple times. So there are openings a couple times into that room. There's only the one opening into the room with the brain cases.
Okay. All right, so this is a dead end, essentially. Okay, then I will carefully like curl in on myself and wriggle back around so I can get back and...
All right, make me a size roll.
Oof. Sure. Come on. Oh, good. 16.
All right, no problem, yeah.
I'm rolling really well today. I am going, yeah, I'll worm around and crawl back toward that shaft so I can keep going up.
Okay. So at a certain point when you're going up, we're going to start needing to make like con rolls to like not to not fall a long way.
Ooh.
Because like climbing up just this really took it out of you.
Yeah. Okay. Noted.
So
one is terrible.
Johnson comes back and he brings with him a multi-volume, pristine first edition printing of the complete works of Charles Dickens that look like they stepped out of the streets of Victorian London. Like they have the original wood etchings from when Dickens ran them as the news periodicals, the episodes in the newspaper.
I smell them. Do they smell like musty books or do they smell like new book?
They smell like old books.
Okay. Ew.
Well, they're not for smelling, fortunately.
No.
Yes, smelling books, as is custom. They smell like books.
Look what you got him to do.
Just think about all the other things we could get him to do that are custom, like letting us out of here.
Revealing where we are, actually.
We are in the Arctic.
Yeah, you keep saying that. I hear
Where
you.
you complete works of Charles Dickens as you do when you're in the Arctic.
Yep.
I am glad we are all in agreement.
So after the 6 hours, can we talk to your doctors?
It is unclear.
Oh, but that's a great idea. It'd be a great idea if we could, find out a little bit more about
What's in my nose? That's what I want to know about. What's in my nose?
We have determined there is nothing in your nose.
So I should be free to walk around then because there's nothing in my nose.
That's not, even I know that's how not, no.
I will let the doctor take this one.
That's how medicine works.
Yes.
They look in your nose, they look in your ears, they say everything's fine.
Yeah, we haven't looked in your ears. There could be real problems in there.
Yes, Johnson?
Don't encourage him.
Medical probing through the ear canal.
Have to be very careful though. Just look, don't touch.
That's where...
I'll entertain him some. My medicine bag is with me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have all of your equipment. You're ridiculously heavily armed currently.
So should we give him a physical?
What? How did I get volunteered for
Let's
that?
give Johnson a physical.
Oh no, I don't want to. No, I know well enough.
I am in normal human health.
All right.
I have not mysteriously appeared in the Arctic.
That is concerning behavior.
Are you sure? Because what happens if we were always here and all of this just showed up around us? Just saying.
That
I
would
do
be
not
very
understand.
alarming.
So think about it this way. We
The
were
Arctic
always
showed up on us.
exactly
We're where we've always been.
correct.
We remained cognizant of every moment. Can you say the same?
I'm sure for us, it was the shock of having the Arctic land on us.
Nice. Couldn't stop. Sorry.
This is watery milk.
I agree. What happens if we weren't out for 8 hours? It was just a momentary shock. And the Arctic is now in a volcano.
Are there mini volcanoes in the Arctic?
Jeez, that's a good
Yeah.
question. What would we roll for that?
Yep. I think we should say yes there because that's
Sixth grade education. I don't know.
I mean, here's the problem. I'm gonna have to Google. I don't remember which is the Arctic and the Antarctic.
The Arctic's
Arctic
north,
is
the
down.
Antarctic's south.
Arctic is north around Alaska.
and that's why I'm thinking there's a lot there. Yes.
No, there
Santa
would,
Claus.
'cause that's like an ice sheet as you get up in there, right?
Yeah, but
There
there's
are
still
no volcanoes
mountains.
in there.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
technically a North Pole the way that there is a South Pole.
I'm talking about Santa Claus North Pole.
Yeah, I know. I'm from north of North Pole.
But yeah, there's mountain whatever. And
Yes, naming mountains, a typical human behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You keep saying that. That's not typical. Quit saying that.
Naming mountains is
nitpick on
not
that.
typical.
No. Saying this is typical human behavior. This is typical human behavior.
No,
this
he's
is
saying
typical
Earth
human
human.
behavior.
It's not typical.
Earth
Go-
human
we go
behavior.
by
This is typical
Earthlings.
Earth
Just
human behavior in
Earthlings.
the Arctic. Come on. It's not, we know better than that.
we only pointed out what
Contamination
it's not.
concern. Are you well? You seem to be in some distress.
Yes. Being cooped up in here.
With only the complete works of Charles Dickens,
I'm
this
gonna
is an
step way
outrage.
back because I feel like someone's gonna get lit
Yeah,
on
Emma's
fire.
like looking for a fire machine somewhere.
Right. And yeah, and you just saying that's typical Earth human. That's typical. What do you know? You don't know. And that's the problem. You don't know. I'm done with you. You can go now.
Woo.
I'm
Who's gonna bring us
confused.
buttermilk?
I'm pissed.
Here,
Sick of hearing it.
let's give her some space. Let's go talk.
I'm sick
over
of hearing
here.
this guy talk. I really am. Done.
I apologize if I have caused any offense.
You know what, Johnson? You might want to come back in like an hour.
Yes, I will come back and see if you are dead in an hour.
Thanks.
And he walks backwards.
I'm feeling better about my bedside manner.
So, Hollister and Joan, did you see that when I tried to go into, there's a hallway on the other side of this door, and when I tried to go in,
The door
it was
had closed when
Well
they.
closed.
No, I
so
didn't see.
there was like, so another door opened behind me. So there's like a little, it looks like a closet right there. And then when this door closed, he backed up into another, and he was just walking backwards down a hallway. And then he noticed that I was there, and I was like, what are you going to do if I follow you? And of course I went to go touch it, you know, cause I'm me.
Yeah.
And then this wall of flame came up. So like,
Elephant
I'm
in the
afraid
room. Is
Huh?
Alexandria still alive?
she's up in the rafters somewhere. I don't know where she's at, but I don't smell any burning flesh. So I think we're still okay.
And he might have said something. He probably would have said, oh, guess what? You know.
Well, you never know. I mean, but all I know is that maybe we shouldn't antagonize him because he may just burn us alive. He may just decontaminate us.
Well, that's good to know, but
So speaking of which, where is the decontamination business? So I'm looking for like flame nozzles.
It just this room is all just seamless kind of cave side, almost kind of, like cave you bought in a catalog kind of.
do we see the devices he was talking about recording or anything like
No.
that? No mics or anything?
No.
Okay.
We should have asked her for some cots.
I thought we had cots.
Fabric, like cots that are for Earth humans.
Shh, you start that now.
Ollie, I wasn't kidding. I was getting mad at that guy. He's starting to piss me off. All that knowledge and everything.
Well, if they have all that knowledge, why are we only stuck with Charles Dickens?
They don't have it.
Or humans aren't terribly interesting to them.
Charles Dickens is a terribly interesting period.
Come for the Call of Cthulhu game. Stay for the stinging literary criticism.
Charles Dickens is what happens when you pay someone by the word.
Well, I'm reading Charles Dickens, so like it or not, it's what I got.
Have you read
There's
it
some
before?
good parts.
No, I enjoy some of Charles Dickens.
Yes.
He just definitely
Yes.
gets a bit wordy.
No, I'm asking Hollister in character. Have you read Dickens before? Is this actually Charles Dickens' work?
Yeah,
I
it
would
is.
probably know. Yeah,
Okay.
not
It
all
is
of
not
his
a
works.
random. That might be funnier if it was just a random assemblage of words. It was like ipsum lorem. But no, it is. It is
Okay.
a seemingly original copy of the complete works of Charles Dickens.
Do you think it's worth money, Hollister? Should we take it with us when we leave?
Do we know if we're leaving?
Oh, we're leaving, my friend. I don't care how.
We'll have to ask more about the explosives again. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I could use them as tools.
I don't think they're quite that dumb, but cross our fingers.
Well, they're not quite that human either. God, I want to know what they are.
I don't.
Why
I
not?
specifically don't want to see what they are.
Why not?
Why would I? Hey, look, human,
Discovery.
that's fine.
Discovering new things. That's why I like going out and doing.
Well, ask him to reveal himself to you.
Tiana,
Yes.
in the room with the brain canisters, the Johnson says, "And tell me, do any of you think that a human body would survive the journey from Yuggoth back to your planet?"
Lean. Yuggoth.
And there's just a lot of silence. You hear a couple of brains going, "We have only transported you in the receptacles."
I mean, is that a knowledge thing that we can get?
Yeah, you know that they bring humans here fairly regularly, mostly consensually.
No, I'm more wondering like what the transport, not our brain transport, but the actual transportation process and what that might do.
So they have that you actually can't learn. They have no idea what effect space would have on a human body, which actually was true of us until we sent someone to space.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then Silvano has nothing to chip in.
We very much wish to return them to Earth. But we are only prepared to return them to Earth through the receptacles. How long do you think a human body could survive without its brain in it?
Oh, geez, I think we actually know that one. A couple of seconds. I mean, unless you consider the brain to be the core part of the. I mean, if the brain is gone, the body's kind of irrelevant. You could almost say that they're dead right there.
Perhaps if we dissected one of them, we could come up with a mechanism that would keep their bodies alive and allow us to travel with the receptacles.
I mean, I guess it's worth trying.
you hear, yeah, you hear Sylvan.
You son of a bitch. I mean, it's not like he knows it's us, but still. Actually, he'd probably be faster to offer us up if he knew it was us.
He's like, can I pick which one?
No, he'd recant if he saw that it was one of you.
He what?
He'd recant. He'd be like, no, never mind.
So Alexandra, what are you doing? Are you gonna like you're heading back to climb up? Is that your okay? So you will you climb up a ways and you find another shaft going in the opposite direction.
Okay.
And this shaft has you go in a ways and you come out into a huge room. And the room, there's no bodies in it, but it is wall to wall of those canisters.
Oh.
There must be hundreds of them.
Hello?
A chorus of voices goes, "Who's there? What? Who? What? Hello?"
Do I recognize any of the voices or?
No. Some of them are speaking foreign languages.
If anyone speaks Italian, I'll respond in kind.
Oh yeah, someone will. Yeah, someone will definitely.
Okay. Do the people out here come and talk to you a lot often?
There are no people here.
I mean, patently untrue.
There are no. I mean, there's just the Mi-Go.
The what?
The Mi-Go. There. Are you not in a canister?
No.
Are you a person?
Last time I checked.
What day is today?
Well, when I went to sleep, it was June 26th, 1925. 1925, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah.
25?
What day was it the last you remember?
I came here December 20th, 1780.
Oh. And these Mi-Go brought you here?
Yes.
What are they?
They're really large bugs. And like when you say what are they, you know, you get like a bunch of people, they're my friends, they're the, you know, all this stuff. They've given me so much.
And all you had to sacrifice was your body.
I was dying. My body was a worthless husk.
I'm sorry, I'm very rude. My name is Alexandria. What's yours?
100 different names get shouted at you.
One at a time.
Do they know you're here?
No.
Why are you here? How did you get here? Can we travel through space now?
Look, my friends and I were in a volcano lair of an evil lord because that makes sense. And we were knocked unconscious. And when we woke up, we were here. We don't know how we got here or where here even is. Although I heard someone mention Yugoth.
Yuggoth, yes, that's the planet we're on.
Any notion how far that is from Earth?
Well, by me go, it's about an hour away.
Uh-huh. And by not me go?
I don't think anyone's ever traveled here not by me go. You're the first.
How the hell did Bells get us here?
You're a space woman.
Nope, I am an Earth woman. And I woke up here and I'm not thrilled about it because I'd like to get back to Earth.
You notice that the voices have started to get to be quiet, and it's only that one guy really who's now talking to you.
Mm-hmm. Did I catch what his name was?
His name is don't use a real name. Don't use a real name. Sam. His name is Sam.
Okay. Sam. Nice to meet you.
I kind of don't remember my last name.
You've been here for God, a century and a half. Wow. Okay.
They've taught me so much.
Oh, what have they taught you?
What haven't they taught me? They've taught me about the planets. They've taught me about Earth. They've taught me about the rare minerals that are all over Earth.
Have they mentioned anything about someone called Nyarlathotep?
They have.
Anything
They're very concerned about some sort of eclipse.
Concerned why?
Because it might cut off their main source of these minerals, which they require for whatever it is they do.
Yeah. That makes sense. If the world is destroyed, they don't get what they want out of it anymore.
Is the world's going to be destroyed? And then like the people started, the world's going to what? And then you hear Sam say, they're coming. And we're going to go to break. So we will be back just as soon as 5 people can use 5 bathrooms. That still sounds weird to me. We will see if we can't get you guys off of Yuggoth somehow. We'll see you in a little bit.
Welcome back. I want to flash quickly over to Silvano. In the jar, in the neural network, you actually hear this conversation with Alexandra.
And is my amigo in the room with us?
Yeah, Johnson is there.
What are the names of these humans?
Doctor, Professor, Alexandra, and Emma.
Oh, the brain out of body thing. Don't do that on Emma and Alexandria. I know them.
You know these humans?
Yeah. How the
This,
hell did they get here?
we are uncertain. They appeared. And that is atypical.
Well, they are atypical.
Are they dangerous?
I have to temper my response. Not normally, under careful supervision. Are you watching them?
Yes, one of them has already left the containment area.
Oh God, please not Emma, please not Emma, please not Emma.
We are preparing contamination protocols.
Is it Emma or Alexandria that are out?
Yes.
Oh, don't decontaminate them. Can you cart me over to them? Maybe I can tell them to go back in.
Very well. I have told, and he says something in their language, to not decontaminate. Come with me, specimen 8B Green. And he will pick you up and head out.
Green.
Alexandra, you are the guy says they're coming. Hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive for the vent that I came through.
Well, it's up in the no, actually, sorry. It is a passageway. So yeah, you go back in the passageway, and two Johnsons come in through the doors, and one of them goes to the canisters, and one of them is just sort of walking, looking around. Hello, fellow Earth human. We know you are in here. Please step forward.
Worm.
In exactly 27 seconds, all ventilation shafts on this base will be decontaminated. It would be better if you were not in them.
I'm making like a fast mental calculation to see if I can get back to that shaft and just like drop in hopes of not being immolated. I don't think
I don't know how you'd get back in the room.
Sure. Oof. Yeah, good point. All right. I have a better shot of surviving out in the room, maybe, than I do in the shaft if it gets lit on fire. So yeah, I'm gonna come back out and just like step out, hands slightly out.
All right. In 3, and they don't acknowledge you. In 3 seconds. In 2 seconds.
Step further forward so I'm not near that shaft.
And yeah, there is an instant like flash of fire in every that you can see. As one was counting, the other one is like, we are to wait here while specimen 8 Blue 3 is brought to this chamber. Tell me, fellow Earth human, are you Doctor, Professor, Emma, or Alexandria?
I'm Alexandria.
Of course, I would recognize you anywhere.
Uh-huh.
And why have you left the containment center?
Natural Earth human curiosity and exploration.
This was a very dangerous act. If you have any sort of communicable disease or infection, you could have infected all of these humans.
Yeah. Well, they're contained, aren't they? Inside their whatever they are.
We are uncertain of the impact of human bodies on this system.
I mean, if it's pretty airtight, shouldn't be able to affect it, I think. I don't know. I'm not the doctor.
No, you are out the Alexandria.
Just Alexandria, not the anything.
Why have you come to the Arctic?
Look, you can stop pretending. I know we're on a different planet.
How do you know this?
Natural human curiosity often leads to answers. I know that we're on the planet Yugoth. Not sure how to pronounce that, sorry.
That's as close as normal Earth human vocal capabilities can reach.
And you are Migo?
I am Mr. Johnson. I am Johnson.
Uh-huh.
And they both say it like in unison.
Yeah, because that is not, humans don't do that. Humans don't speak in unison practically ever unless they've learned the lines.
And if we were on another planet, did you mean to travel here?
No, we didn't mean to.
How did you travel here?
We were confronting someone, and she knocked us out, and we woke up, and we were here.
Who is this someone? A normal Earth human?
She was once upon a time. I'm not sure what she is anymore.
Why have you come here?
We didn't mean to. We have a lot to do on Earth, and it has to do with Nyarlathotep.
Please do not say that name here.
Yeah, I'm not fond of saying it, but it's, I mean, it would make more sense than the Black Pharaoh to you, I guess.
Pharaohs were from Egypt.
Yes, and one aspect of the being I won't name was a Black Pharaoh that we saw.
Aspect?
A face, an appearance, a semblance. Have you seen a jewel before? Crystal?
Yes, we manufacture them here.
If you look at them, they have different faces, different facets. It's like that. They're all the same. They're all connected to the same being, but they're different facets.
A communal consciousness.
I very much doubt the bloated woman would agree with you, or the Black Pharaoh, but sure, close enough, I guess.
Which one is the bloated woman? Doctor, Professor, or Emma? Is this a medical condition we should be concerned about?
No, she's another aspect of the being I will not name.
The aspects have different names.
Yes. And they need to be sealed away, or what's going to happen on the eclipse is going to happen.
You know of the solar activity.
I do. We've been working very hard to try and get things sealed up before the solar eclipse.
And what do you believe will occur in the solar activity?
I mean, as far as I'm able to understand it, the end of a universe. From what the Black Pharaoh said, older things, older beings coming and making our little universe their home and destroying it in the process.
You understand a great deal.
I guess.
I have been told to keep you here. Apparently, one of our Earthlings knows you.
Silvano.
No, I am Johnson.
Not you, the Earthling. I heard him talking earlier.
Yes. Eight blue 3, I think it was. Damn, I've already messed it up.
Oh,
Nick,
something
did you write
else.
it down?
Yeah, no. At first it was a
Like 34 or something.
37.
8
It was
green,
37.
but then it became 8 blue 3, which I like
Oh.
better.
All right, it's 8 blue 3, and I should write this down.
Perfect.
We use designations that include colors because we have found it makes humans more comfortable.
What did you use before that?
We did not understand the need for classification.
Fair enough, I guess. How did Silvano come to be here?
He was offered a voyage, and we found him near death. His physical body was mistreated. One of our scouts at the site of the solar event found his body and prepared him for the journey.
Do you have more scouts on that island?
No. There has recently been a dramatic increase in activity there.
Wow.
In some time period, there ceased to be regular Earth humans on the island, and thus it became difficult for our concealment.
There were the fish people there and the spiders. Those are fun.
They were not regular Earth humans.
No. How do you travel between here and there? How far is it?
It is a great distance. We fly.
You fly?
Yes.
Oh.
We, in our true form, we somewhat appear as what you think of as insects.
And you use insect wings to fly between planets. That's not even the strangest thing I've heard this year.
What is the strangest thing you've heard this year?
Oh, that's a long list.
At that point, another Johnson walks in carrying one of the cases. And he says, 8 blue 3, I believe you know this Earth woman.
Hello?
Silvano.
Oh, Alexandria, it's so good to hear you.
It's really good to hear you. My instinct is to ask, how are you? But that seems a little banal.
Oh no, I'm doing wonderfully.
I'm so glad.
So
Sorry.
it sounds like the world isn't squared away.
We're trying. Yes, it's been.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry that I left.
Well, it's good to hear you. Have you learned anything interesting out here?
Oof. Oh, I'll go off on some of the math that I've learned.
Yeah, he starts talking about like a whole new way of doing differential equations and all this. And
Silvano, I'm not a math person. You know that. That's why we needed you.
Well, I don't think I've learned anything that would be terribly useful to you.
I mean, you've definitely poked around in their like, weapons files and things like that. And they have all, and they don't have a concept of like secret or anything like that. So you can find
Oh no.
everything that's there. Uh-oh. We have found that the connection in this brain receptacle is at times tenuous.
Ah.
Oh no.
I blame the scout who performed who performed an operation in the field under some duress.
Well, when you have to do things fast and a little dirty, things happen.
One of our mechanics suggested this, and he puts the receptacle down and he kicks it. That did not seem effective.
Does that usually help?
It has in the past.
A hard reboot.
Now, please return with me to the decontamination chamber.
All right. Do you have a leader? Someone that we could speak to?
You may speak to me.
Okay.
All will hear. But please, let us have this discussion in the decontamination chamber. We do not wish any harm to come to our collection.
Fair enough. Is there going to be fire involved when I pass through a door?
No, fire is an adverse reaction to a normal Earth human.
Yes, it is. And very painful.
We will cleanse this room when we leave.
All right.
And so he walks you back to the and like every room you leave, every hallway, like right behind you, there's just a woof of fire.
Okay. And I'm like looking around as we're walking through.
Mm-hmm. It's all featureless hallways. We are very concerned about earth germs.
Do you not decorate or anything? It's so bland.
Decorate.
Add color or patterns or textures. This is bland.
Yes, color. Color is a visual distinction typical to normal Earth humans.
You can drop the normal Earth humans thing.
Forgive me. It is a hard habit.
Fair.
I believe 8 Blue 3 is back online. You see, kicking it does work.
Hey, look at that. Welcome back, Silvano.
Thank you.
You all right? You all right in there? You glitched for a second.
It just someone just posted an incredible article that I had to stop and
go and give it a read.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you were saying, last I heard, they have weapons, but like, does Silvano actually know how any of that stuff would be made, or
Not how it would be made, but they have they essentially have it's sort of biological. They grow their weapons, and they grow like these rifles that the ammunition is like kind of little spores and things.
classic spore gun.
Thanks. I hate it.
And they have they have like they have a lot of like chemical pheromone stuff and like gas that will knock you out and that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, the important thing is getting them back to Earth. Alexandria, who is the doctor and who's the professor?
Professor Lamb and Dr. Hollister. I don't think you met Hollister.
Oh, yeah, I don't know him. Yeah, if you want to try the brain removal thing, he'd be the one.
Wow. He's a operative with I'm like glance over at the Migo.
Well, I mean, don't tell me too much more, because if he dies, I don't want a feeling of attachment.
Silvano, he's become a member of the team.
Oh. Well, how did you get here?
Do you remember us talking about Bells?
Oh yeah, that horrible woman.
Yeah, she's I don't know what the hell is going on with her. She showed up at Grey Dragon Island as a voice, a presence, and killed the ever-living crap out of Stanford. Lost his name for a second there. Killed Stanford, gave us a chance to leave, and when we didn't, we went unconscious, and now we're here. She said
using someone to remove the brain from their body to see if they can transport it back and then put it back together might be your best bet. I mean, unless you have any suggestions.
Anything else? Is this a vehicle, or are we on the planet?
We are in the Arctic.
Break that habit. We both know better.
At this point, you come in. So the door to the contamination room opens, and Alexandra and a Johnson carrying a silver metal box comes in.
Hi.
And the Johnson puts it on the table, and he says, "I believe you know each other."
Say hi, Silvano.
Hi, Silvano.
Hello?
Oh my God, Silvano.
No.
I thought that was a joke when you're like, say hi, Silvano. Like, say hi, idiot.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Silvano.
He's
What? No, I mean,
brain in a jar?
Oh yeah, people are in jars here. They typically don't have bodies. I keep forgetting you all have bodies.
Where's your body?
Earth?
Dead.
In some state of decomposition by this point.
Apparently they found him on Grey Dragon Island, and his body, he was dying. His whatever Stanford and Penhue and those fuckers did, he was nearly dead, and they grabbed him, leaving the body behind.
Do you know what they were doing on the island? Do you know how to disassemble the bomb?
Oh, I was very in and out of it.
That's too bad, because
the weapon is easily disassembled with our technology.
Oh yeah, you should bring one of them.
We gotta go now.
Problem is that there's not really a way to get us back in bodies as far as
Why
can
not? They have bodies.
This isn't what they actually look like. And
We
I'm
have
not
found that these forms are easier for normal Earth humans to relate to.
Mostly, yes.
So
But you have a corporeal form that doesn't look like us, but you have a corporeal form. So how does your corporeal form get to the planet Earth?
We fly.
Then why couldn't we fly with you?
It is unclear the impact of the rigors of space on the human body. We have not conducted the appropriate experiments. We are very enthusiastic to conduct these experiments.
do you hold on? So you are able to take the human brain and put it into these jar things, right? This box.
The receptacle.
I can attest to that.
And I mean, it's still a human brain, the way that they're put together, all of the meat sacks and brains are weird. I don't deal with them very often, but they're still a human brain in there.
I am unclear on your question.
Are you
So
able?
if you,
Go ahead.
Could you make a bigger receptacle?
Yes.
yeah, if you open that up, is Silvano's brain still in there? It's not just some sort of.
Yes, his brain is.
The flesh. The
It
Is
is-
the brain matter? Is the brain matter still in there?
Yes.
Or am I
Yes.
just information?
No, there is a functioning brain in that receptacle.
A functioning human brain made of human flesh.
A normal Earth human brain.
Then would it be possible to make bigger receptacles that we would fit into to survive space?
Possibly.
Yes.
There are different parameters required for survival of a brain versus survival of your body.
We need to have our bodies back on Earth in order to stop what the being I won't name is doing and destroying the universe. We can't just be we can't just be brains in boxes. We need to actually be able to move around.
Because there's things that we need to physically do to help prevent this from happening.
I mean, a camera and some robot arms. I have been asking.
You don't have any space friends that can help out from other planets?
We do not have space friends.
Well, but how do you know about Nyarlathotep? I mean, how do you know about the Black Pharaoh if
They don't know about the Black Pharaoh or the Bloated Lady. They know about that being that they've said not to say the name of.
okay.
I guess it gets his attention, maybe.
We are an ancient race. You are a young race. We have experienced much.
We would
Yuggoth is not our home. This is merely an outpost.
Oh.
we'd like the opportunity to become an older race and not die. Although I guess if the universe goes, this planet will too.
Mm.
The survival of your race is of secondary importance to us. The survival of your planet is of primary importance to us.
Because you need the resources.
As far as I know, when the eclipse happens, it's all gone.
This is our understanding as well.
And we're working to stop what's happening. And we're very close.
This is all highly theoretical.
I mean, us being out here was Beyond my wildest theories.
Ours as well. The physics required, the energy required to transport you here was immense.
Yes. And if we go back, we're going to have to deal with her. With Lady Jezebel or Bells. Have you heard of her?
This name is not familiar to us, but names, all humans look rather alike to us and sound rather alike to us.
She was a normal human who dug really deep into the knowledge of the mythos, I guess, and came out knowing a lot.
Magic.
She wants to turn the world into a continual supply of blood for her work.
Magic is so unreliable.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Don't trust it. I don't trust it worth a damn.
But yet it's what we need to do to fix things.
It's an unreliable tool that slips and cuts the hand of the user more often than not.
Agreed, but having a tool is better than having nothing at all. Even a tool that's not perfect.
It's very far from perfect.
Do you have magic that could return you to Earth? Do you know magic?
Jeez, I think Hollister would slowly put up his hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what about the spider portal?
Mm.
Mm.
Who
Oh,
knows?
and Silvano, by the way, where are all the receipts? Because we're running out of money.
I left all those. I left everything with you. I left all the receipts.
We sent in the receipts. We got reimbursement, or we were going to get.
Did you lose the receipts? No!
I mean, it may have been lit on fire in that one hotel in Egypt.
Well, I did keep your notes, though. I do have your notes.
Oh. I probably should have burnt those.
But I have your notes, so.
I'm sorry.
They have helped with this whole thing. They have. I wanted you to know that.
Is there something in there? Because, like, Mr. Johnson, so I've traveled in space.
You have?
Yeah. The Black
How did
Pharaoh
it impact your body?
Well, I don't know. I mean, everything was fine. I mean, the Black Pharaoh took me around and showed me some stuff. Then I met Julius Caesar in some other bizarre place with a bunch of Emmas. I mean, it's possible.
What is possible?
Traveling around. I mean, why, like...
You are maddeningly imprecise in your language. Yes, I travel around quite often. Space travel is an entirely different matter.
Mm-hmm.
It is unclear. There is no oxygen in space.
Mm.
We kind of need that.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
The storage of oxygen we would require to transport 4 of you is quite large. Our carrying capacity is somewhat limited.
Well, can you just go faster?
4 trips.
That is not how physics works.
What do you mean?
Velocity is generated by our wings. We maintain a relative velocity to the planet. Braking is very difficult when there is no gravity.
So how do you get to Earth?
We fly, but we fly. The heaviest we have flown with is brain canisters.
But what happens if there's a lot of you carrying one thing? Can you go faster?
There are not a lot of us.
How many of you are there?
We are 5.
Total?
Does that mean something different than I learned?
No,
No,
that's
I'm sorry, it was an expression of surprise.
it's just 5 in this place, but there's more other places.
Yes, we have operatives on the Earth.
Okay. But this is all we have here. God, if we could use some of the magic that got us here to get back, but
Why can't we spider portal?
we don't have spiders.
I am unfamiliar with those words together.
Yeah, none of us know how to make spider portals.
I've just seen it. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
And I've specifically not paid attention. Also, it requires human parts.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got human parts somewhere. What happened to the rest of your body, buddy?
They left it on. Oh, no, this is Hollister.
Okay.
We do not bring the
Hollister's
bodies.
the one who saw them made,
Yeah.
and they just said all the body was left on Earth.
Yeah.
We do not bring bodies here. We do not allow any organic material outside of receptacles. That is why we are so concerned about your appearance.
How do you communicate with your friends on Earth?
Our communication is only on a global scale,
So
not
you're
on
not-
an interstellar scale.
So you're not able to call them, essentially?
No.
I don't understand what that means. So they just yell into the wind and hope to God somebody hears them?
They don't communicate.
Oh,
When they get
okay.
there, then they can communicate.
Our communication is based on the fact that all of our minds are connected in the continuum.
Interesting.
And those connections can be local or they can be global, but they do have a range.
So if, just spitballing ideas here, if one of your number here were to go back to Earth, you could then talk to the others on Earth and perhaps, I don't know, maybe grab one of those spiders from the island, stick it in a jar and bring it here. They're not
Talk
that
to
big.
Rogers. Bring Lady
Oh,
Jezebel
that could
back.
be real interesting.
I mean,
Who is
you could bring-
Rogers?
Let's look at Hollister.
Wonder what the range on a mirror would be.
That's my thought. That's my thought. Can we mirror to Rogers?
I mean, so you could, you could ask them to try and figure out what time, he would say.
Oh, that would be. Well, we've got metal. Does that count for mirror?
got a mirror.
I wouldn't. It would be expressing our location in a coherent way.
And whether or not that kind of magic can reach that far.
Or they could just go get Lady Jezebel, bring her little brain case back here to fix this mess.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mhm.
They don't know her though.
God, that would be interesting.
You do have magic?
Left. Well, none appropriate to this. And who
But
does
you do have magic. That is
Yes.
a further contamination issue.
Well, I won't use it, so don't worry.
I am comforted.
Look, there was something that brought us here, and it was some kind of portal, maybe like one of the spider portals. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if one can be thrown out here and us get thrown in here, there's got to be a way to get back.
There's got to be.
Not necessarily.
We We do not understand magic.
Neither do I. I just know
Magic does not make sense.
It does in some ways. If you think about, you are trying to do something, you're trying to produce something, and getting the materials like you would make for a house. All you do is you make something different that travels. I mean, you guys travel through space. How's that not magic?
It is physics.
Got it.
Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean that it might not be physics. I mean, a spider portal could be physics. I don't know. I don't talk to spiders. How the hell do I know?
The energy that would be required for that sort of transportation over that distance would be immense.
Like, let's say, a green box immense.
Why? What is the significance of the color of the box?
There's nothing specific about the color of the box. On the island we were on, they had a weapon of immense power and it glowed green.
Well, remember, it was the reactor. That was the source of power.
Mm-hmm.
But they were talking about making a weapon. So that's what I have in my head.
Yeah, but
weapon.
we were repeatedly told that the weapon was a byproduct of the reactor, and the reactor was a source of immense energy.
Okay.
I believe
Understand.
you are charmingly simplifyingly describing nuclear fission.
Describing what?
You know what this is?
Nuclear fission, yes. It is a rudimentary method of energy production that is exceedingly dangerous to all around it. It produces radioactive byproducts.
Is that what made me feel so violently ill when I was near it?
You have been exposed to radiation?
Oh,
Shit,
well,
here we go. I'm like getting down.
We used magic to fix it,
months ago.
You used magic?
to get rid of the sickness.
Months ago, and I no longer have. I haven't been exposed to it in a long time, and all the effects were removed.
It was not discovered in our probe. Still, this concerns me and prolongs the need for your contamination.
Well, you keep doing this. We're not going to be able to help. You keep putting us in this. We're not going to be able to help. You guys need to go back down to the planet and get rid of the reactor.
Blow up the island.
I don't know. Do you have that kind of weaponry to blow up an island?
Based on the information of our spy there, which is somewhat outdated, we do not have the numbers to effectively wage any. We are not a warlike people.
You wouldn't need to wage war. You would just need to get someone near that reactor and blow it up. It would be a stealth mission, not an all-out assault.
Do you not understand the implications of blowing up a fission reactor?
Nope.
I'm assuming it's just like everything else I blow up.
20-mile radius.
Just like your.
Something's on fire, then it burns down. We go to a different hotel. Somebody cleans up the mess. I get new clothes. That's how it works.
Or if you guys know what it is, you could steal it and then you could use it for good things, like getting
us off this planet.
Exactly.
Perhaps in my attempt to use human vernacular, I did not properly convey how barbaric nuclear fission is.
Well, as you pointed out, we are a young race.
There are many more effective ways to produce more energy than nuclear fission that are not potentially harmful.
We haven't gotten there yet.
That's good to know because this thing scares everything out of me.
But it is not something we simply blow up.
Okay, then what do you suggest?
Hmm?
If we have any sort of connection to anything there, we might be able to use the rite of transference to put people's minds in some of the things inhabiting the area. Swap them with the deep ones and have them detonate it. That wouldn't get you back. Well, then, yeah, you wouldn't come back.
Problem.
Just spitballing.
Yeah, no, that's, I was thinking, yeah.
The rite of transference.
Oh, magic.
Hmm.
I just imagine something under the skin writhing and just like, nah.
I want that to be the name of the next episode if we get that far.
Something under the skin.
Right.
Oh no, just magic. Then
That's it, magic. Yeah.
Magic erg. I mean,
We are willing to conduct experiments on potential transportation of you to Earth. We are very uncomfortable with having human bodies here.
We're not terribly fond of being here in human bodies. We'd like to be back on Earth. In our human bodies, if that wasn't clear.
Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad you said that.
If you will allow us some time for these experiments.
Nothing but time, I guess.
8 Blue 3, would you like to remain here?
sure.
Very well. And he starts to walk backwards into the closet.
So what have you burnt down since I've been gone?
I mean, things.
We can't go back to Africa as far as or so I've been told.
Yep.
Rome.
Yeah, there's a deal with Nitocris. She now kind of rules Africa a little bit.
This after I apparently briefly inhabited her body. I don't remember any of this.
Didn't we stop her from being resurrected?
No.
Then
that was
she
a while
came
ago.
back.
She was able to manipulate some people to do the things that she needed done.
So she came back.
Including us stabbing the girdle with a sword.
Yeah.
Oh no, Kafur showed up. I'm trying.
Oh no,
to
you're right.
remember.
I stabbed the girdle with a sword. You are correct. That was my fault.
Then what happened? Then we went to Shanghai, messed that up, never got very far.
Oh no, I was there for.
Some of it.
We unleashed those stone tigers. My
Mhm,
neck
yep.
got broken.
Yep.
I remember Shanghai.
Yep.
And
Then we
then
left
Stanford
Shanghai.
kidnapped me.
So what was he like? I don't know. Do you want to tell us about your time on the island or no? Would you rather not?
Oh, I mean, I was really just being tortured and used as a battery. Not a lot of pleasantries.
Did
Do
you
know
learn
what
anything
they
more?
were- Do you know what they were using you as a battery for?
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Magic requires a different power source than nuclear fission.
Yeah, fair. I was just wondering if it was anything specific magic or
They plugged him in. They're like charging their car off of it. It's like an onion clock or something, a potato clock.
It's like onion. Do they use onions for that now?
Probably not.
It would smell. Anyway.
So then you ended up here. We went back and capstoned the Black Pharaoh into the Bent Pyramid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, not before he brought back Nitocris.
Hi.
Things happened. We got on a train, went to Kenya. Things happened.
Which no one has filled in very many details of for me because I remember none of this. I died in the Bent Pyramid and then woke up in Tokyo. I've gotten some of the details, but not everything.
Oh, I died on Grey Dragon Island and ended up on Shugga.
But did you die or did your body die?
I mean,
How did they get your head in a box?
oh geez, did I look that up? You know what?
No, you were entirely conscious for it. Like they use a very powerful anesthetic, and you could watch as this horrible creature, like its arm came out, and its arm is like a surgical instrument, and it just.
I was kind of gone at that point, wasn't I?
It's true. Yeah. You have like flashing images of like, feeling no pain as your head is cut open.
I don't care to remember the experience.
I can't say as I blame you. I'm sure it was traumatic.
Yeah.
Hey, dying. Fun.
Well, the gang's back together, sort of.
All we need now is Flint.
Oh.
Oh, he'd be funnier.
What about where's Donald?
He left.
Well, I'm the last person to throw blame.
Yes, well, as far as he was concerned, he had finished his obligation to Jackson Elias and left. At some point, I'll catch up with him again, at which point I'll probably drown him in a river.
Like you do.
I imagine that adorable little cottage in Ireland has a creek nearby.
At that point, Johnson will come back in. We have done some math, and theoretically, we could remove your brains, place them in receptacles, and transport your bodies in a very light stasis field.
And
once we're on Earth, theoretically, we could probably reconnect your brains to your spinal system.
Why can't we just put our whole body in stasis?
Without the brain, your body requires far less in terms of oxygen, and it would be the radiation you would experience would have less of an impact on you.
And let's say you couldn't put our brains back in our bodies.
It's not so bad.
Could you, because we still need to physically get around, could you put my brain in like a car and I could like drive it around?
I think that'd be more difficult than putting it back into a body.
Yeah, but it would be cool.
I mean, it would be cool, but I don't think that's... Oh God!
I suppose theoretically it is possible.
Or maybe like a super body that's made out of car parts, and like what else is cool? And like one of my arms is a claw that grabs things, and the other one is a rocket like launcher. Yeah, exactly. Shoots grenades. That's all I want. That's all I want.
We are about to jumpstart the Transformers franchise.
We need
to say, where's the bike
for
tires?
Emma.
Yeah. Where do the bike tires come in? They're somewhere.
What does EMMA stand for is the question.
Electronic machine made for ass kicking.
Yes,
exactly. Made for ass kicking or just mayhem.
Yeah.
Electronic machine mayhem activated. Theoretically, that would be slightly simpler than reattaching your brains to your own spinal system.
I'm fond of my own body and spinal system.
I would say though, if it could get around, it could be taller. It could be like super powerful.
Emma.
It could wear all the good fashions.
Emma.
I'm just saying, if this isn't an option, let's look at plan B realistically. And like, if you could pick the parts for plan B, what would those parts be? And I'd say those parts would be awesome. Flamethrower, grenade launcher. Maybe a third arm just to do like open doors and shit. Just why not?
How would you interface with normal Earth humans?
Where would you live? People fear what they don't know, and you would be very different. They'd set you on fire.
How did you get
cars on Earth?
There are not people made of cars.
No, Johnson, how did you get this body? Because my actually, robots don't exist, right? So my car body would be inside a body like that body. It all makes sense now. All of it. I got it. Let's do this.
That did not make sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Welcome to Emma logic.
But I do like a car body. How come I can't have a car body?
Silvano, you should have a car body. I mean, Johnson, this human facade is not you, right? We've established that, right?
It doesn't need the grenade launcher. But like if I could get up and transform, and it has like a camera that I can see with.
Yeah.
I volunteer for this noble experiment.
Or if they can make bodies, give me oh wow, that would be awesome. And put my brain in another body when we get there.
Yeah, car bodies. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So it's a machine that's your body, and then you get a Johnson.
No. But I don't want a machine. I just want the body part.
Well, but there are people talking about doing that.
This is not a body. This is this is a costume.
So, I mean, does it look pretty good or no? Does it look like crap?
I mean, as long as, as long as you don't watch like the skin kind of move underneath a little bit.
I'm just saying though, under the body could be a car body that looks like a human body. Right.
Why don't we hope that plan A works out and then discuss plan B if it comes to that?
No, but we should be prepared to do plan B. Like I said, I volunteer.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about this grenade launcher.
You coming with us, Silvano?
I'm uploading stuff about cars right now.
I feel you do not appropriately understand the cost of this endeavor.
What, the car body or the putting my head back in my body?
Well, yes, both. But we are expending a great deal. But
we're going to save the world. So it's a give and take here, buddy.
there is comparatively fewer resources used in maintaining your own bodies versus the resources needed to create your car bodies, which I feel obligated to point out at this point are merely theoretical. There are not even diagrams.
I mean, we've got Dr. Hollister here. He can probably somehow draw out parts from a car that match like
Whoa,
parts
what do you think therapists do?
Anything electronic that I know is specifically to brains. I'm actually incredibly curious.
You're the worst doctor ever.
I'm a medical doctor.
So you should know how
not a car doctor.
The bones work, and then we just find parts of a car that like match the bones and put them together and make them move like the body.
That's insanity.
So
you're describing insanity. That's
Silvano doesn't have a body to go back into.
Let's make him a car body. Let's do it.
Yeah, I volunteered. I volunteered for a car body.
That's I think we should do that first, and then if there can
but
be
I was
any
thinking
others.
that here. I just I'm not thrilled with going back.
You want a car buddy here?
Yeah.
What would you do with it here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you can't drive around here.
I can't see anything for one. And if I see something, I'm going to want to walk up to it or drive up to it.
There's nothing to see here. I've crawled through some vents and walked in a couple of rooms and hallways. It is bland. It is white. It is It is dull as far as the eye can see.
There is fire, so I mean, it's not all bad.
All of the color indicators for all the different. I guess it gave a more vibrant.
Nope.
Am I not blue?
You're not blue.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
What color
You
am
have
I?
shattered his illusion.
I mean, this is Silvano. He didn't have that many illusions left.
There's nothing left for me here except for all of this knowledge.
Except for all of this knowledge that you seem to just love digging into. Look, if you want to come back with us, we can get you some paint and paint the box.
I do not recommend this.
Oh, well.
If you want to stay and get some more knowledge, we have to figure out a way how we can go back and forth with knowledge.
I just, I'm better here.
Is there a way we can, God, there's got to be a way we can transmit knowledge back and forth. We've got to figure that out.
Hollister will mention the mirror. Always use a mirror. I have no idea how that works, though.
Well,
You communicate through refraction?
nope, I'm not.
It's not very reliable, though. What can you tell me about our position here relative to Earth? In case we want to set up a mirror to see if we want to...
Wow, this is going to be an interesting Google.
Do I remember correctly that they're in the Pleiades?
Are we just guessing? Because that's where I thought the Dark Pharaoh took us.
Because if it's going to take time for them to do their experiments, if they can get one of their agents to send a telegram...
Yeah, why can't they fly
and we
there?
have a reflective surface,
Yeah.
we can try it out. If they're interested in speaking with Delta Green.
Are you sure you want to introduce Migo to Delta Green? Think about that sentence.
It's a terrible idea, but if it gets me a car body, yes.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't
here's
think
the,
it's
I mean,
terrible.
from
Delta
Hollister's
Green.
perspective,
Yeah.
So has he caught on to like they care about the Earth's resources, right?
Yes.
Care about
yes.
the Earth's resources and not so
And
much about
they
the people.
would trade resources for information.
That would be epic.
Because
Yeah.
screw this stupid weapon on this stupid island. Delta Green's gonna have spore guns.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes. Yes. I'm down.
We are roughly 9.5 billion normal Earth miles away.
In what direction?
What constellation?
Direction?
What star system are we in?
Yeah, like that's just a distance from the
So
Earth.
in the 20, you don't have a sense, you
Sure.
you
Okay.
we are in your solar system. We are orbiting your sun.
That many billion. Wow.
Can I?
Wow.
So like Pluto.
Yagath.
Yeah. Pluto was discovered around then.
I mean, I'll try and work with them to narrow it down some, and then ask
I mean, it
if they'd
seems
be
like they're
willing.
on Pluto. I mean,
Oh my God.
But would they be willing to send an agent to send a telegram?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
They want to do anything they can to get you people out of here.
I mean, we get that reaction a lot.
Another planet I can't go back to.
I believe I believe as I'm Googling that Pluto has not been found yet.
Okay, so is Neptune the farthest that I know of?
Yeah.
Okay,
And will they bring us a mirror?
why not?
An incredible mirror, the best mirror they can make.
We do not engage in refraction, but we can make you a mirror.
Yes, please.
All right.
If it's as
So-
good as their pasta.
He'll come back very shortly with a
It looks like it's made out of like stainless steel, but it is a super sharp mirror.
Excellent.
You have no idea what time it is on Earth in Washington.
Oh no, it would be just an urgent attempt to contact this location as soon as possible. Can't explain if I wanted to.
All right.
Sort of message.
We have dispatched the agent. Oh wait, what do you want the telegram to say? Just
I
that?
mean, it's basically urgent, and then it's just like, try to contact this location. Like, I have no reference for time.
Do you actually use the term Yuggoth in the telegram?
I don't. I think I'm simply trying to give whatever mathematical information to like simply have a target for the spell.
All right. They'll give you, so the coordinates they give you make no sense to you because we don't have really an interstellar coordinate system.
But could they, with that, also have like distance from each planet at this time and then timestamp this time so that potentially they could get...
We are visible from the northern hemisphere at this time of year.
But
Nice.
multiple reference points to go with that, because if it's like we are this far from this planet and this far from this planet and this far from the sun and this far from the earth.
A further reference point, we are the fourth brightest stellar object.
Cool. Pretty.
It's okay, yeah, all that information along with whatever.
Weirdest telegram ever. So yeah, they have dispatched the agent. They tell you that it takes them about an hour to fly to Earth.
Yeah, and if they can do the telegram from North America.
Sure. And they're also they're also communicating with their continuum. Although it's probably just complaining about you guys.
I'm sure as soon as the agent lands on Earth, they'll be like, "You will never believe what happened."
God, these
we have been infested.
yeah.
We are the infestation.
How do you get rid of humans?
Don't feed them. That's the first rule.
Yeah, if you feed them, they just keep coming back.
It's like raccoons.
Hey, we're not that bad.
Yes, we are.
No.
So I guess Hollister is just going to sit there and stare at the mirror
and read
the
complete works of Charles Dickens.
Out loud as opposed to what was it? What was the other guy reading back to us?
Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
Yeah, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. That's right.
Why do I remember that?
So yeah, you about 4 hours later, you look at the mirror and it's shimmering.
Oh, hello?
And what? Oh, let me please. Oh, thank God. Let me go get Captain Rogers. Wait.
Okay.
Lieutenant Rogers? I don't remember. Damn.
Oh, no, definitely. Commander. Yeah, go with Commander. That's ambiguous.
And he doesn't. And you hear off screen. You hear Professor Aldridge's voice saying, "Please hurry. They must be very far away."
Oh yeah, we're out in space. Someone call one of the Johnsons. Johnson.
So Silvano, are you?
Yeah, Silvano can summon him, no problem. Yeah. And so Rogers comes in. Rogers, you're in space?
Yes. We have met an alien race. I don't know how we got here, but they are the Migo. it would be in our best interest to open communication with them. Apparently there's things from Earth that they consider to be very valuable.
Can you tell him we're stuck?
Yes,
Don't
and
bury
we're
the
stuck.
lead. We need to get back.
No, if we can, no, we're establishing communications. We can try and figure out transportation after that.
No, I
This
want to
mirror
go
isn't
home.
going to last. The mirror's not going to last.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
You're on Yuggoth?
Yes.
Yuggoth? Wow, I thought that was a myth.
Oh, well, here we are.
Oh, no. It's real.
And so you want us to enter negotiations with these things?
Yeah. First thing, if you can establish communication and then figure out a way to get us to Earth.
Also, there is a woman named Lady Jezebel on Earth who is very, very powerful and threw us out here. Be aware of you need to be aware of her. She is very dangerous.
I've already got the fleet. I've got the ship. The Texas is heading towards Grey Dragon Island.
I mean, just blow it up, right? But like the blast radius is 20 miles.
And the Elder Sign won't help?
Oh no, this is a proper bomb they've built.
We've been studying the blueprints you sent us, and it's a bomb that's made to fly.
Well, it's a bomb and a rocket. It's two things. And then, oh geez, how fast did he say that it could reach a target? Within an hour? Was that it?
It looks like it. Yeah, this propulsion is not like anything I've ever seen. Our guys have ever seen. We're trying to deconstruct the blueprint and see if we can create it, but it appears that the fuel source is not anything we can figure out.
Ooh.
Oh, blow up that island, destroy it.
How do we get in touch with these?
Has one of the Johnsons come in?
Yeah,
yet?
he'll come in. He will come in. You do communicate through refraction.
Yes, but apparently this is very difficult. Johnson Rogers, Rogers Johnson.
Sounds like a bad joke.
Work out a good plan for opening communications.
So they actually set up a meeting with one of the continuum on Earth, and they will work on a plan. And they so essentially what's happening is one of them is flying back to Earth every couple hours to get a report and then is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They don't seem to sleep that you can see. You unfortunately are sleeping on horrible cots.
Oh, I would have asked for, they can make fabric, right? I mean, if they can make pasta, make me a bed of pasta. I'll sleep on that instead. Just hold the sauce.
Yeah, they make some tech. They can do some textiles.
Okay, then
they
yeah,
do blokes, so
simple cloth cot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can describe it to them and they make it quite quickly. So essentially, the plan that they come up with is really a terrible one. But the best thought that they have is to try and fly a submarine, have a bunch of Mi-Go carry a submarine to Yuggoth. And in an ensuing communication with you, Hollister, Rogers goes, could we just use magic?
Do you know it? If you can, I would love that. Is that a possibility?
We think we have some portal material ready, so maybe we can just transport that material to you and you can perform the ritual. We'll include the instructions. Because we don't know if this submarine thing is going to work. That's the only thing we've got that's built to withstand pressure, and we don't know what the pressure's like.
Do we want to let them know we do magic?
They don't like it. we might want to keep that on the down low. But yeah, a portal.
We're gonna
Yeah, they
try
didn't
that
sound
before we try
confident.
it's gonna take us more than a day to get the submarine ready. So we're gonna send the portal sooner than that.
Yeah. I mean, if
All
they
right.
can, if he can describe if he can read off the information, we need the materials.
Yeah.
We need parts.
We're sending you the materials.
Yeah.
I just want to warn you, the materials are a little weird.
Okay.
Do they
I mean,
bite?
I don't know what we were expecting.
Spiders.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything normal, so.
So Johnson will come in and he says, we are processing the last remnants that were sent to you from your earthlings. We can only assume it was food.
Hopefully.
Wait, no, they're processing it. We needed to get it as it was.
We are checking it for contaminants.
Okay.
So they'll bring in a large, it looks like a double of one of their receptacles, and he opens it, and inside are 4 vials of green liquid, 4 vials of an awful looking white liquid, and 4 vials of like an orangish liquid.
And instructions?
Yes. And essentially you are making 4 individual circles on the floor using these liquids. And they have to, the circle has to seal completely. And then you're going to do some chanting. And then you're going to theoretically jump through the hole.
Okay.
Okay, Joan.
Are these
I believe in
liquid
you.
sustenance?
Of sorts.
We got to tell him because we got to do the thing.
Well, go ahead.
This
We
will help
trust
us.
you. You have been nothing but forthright in your accountings with us. We understand that you do not share our distrust of magic.
Correct.
And if you believe that magic will return you to your planet in a faster manner, we support this, but we wish to be nowhere near it.
Oh, yeah, you'll want to get
Perfect.
some distance.
Yeah.
There is only so much distance we can get, but we will not
Well, then
be
is
here.
there a location you'd like to move us to?
Is you
Is there
can control where you go?
No, I mean, is there another site in this area that you'd want? I mean, you could, if there's somewhere where we could.
No, the decontamination room is the safest area.
Okay.
If anything goes wrong, we will decontaminate this room.
All right.
Please make sure that your travel is omnidirectional.
All right, Joan, you got this.
Goodbye, real Earth human friends.
Been a pleasure.
Bye, Johnson.
And he walks backwards into the closet.
Does
we
he take
taking-
Silvato?
Yeah.
Is he gonna? Oh, I was gonna ask if he was gonna take 8 Blue 3 with him.
Oh yeah, actually he asks 8 Blue 3.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're leaving, right? All right. Don't get killed.
I'll try not to. And hopefully, maybe we'll meet again.
Can you still do our taxes?
I mean, if you
yeah,
can,
technically you could if I could just like send you the receipts.
yeah, if you could get me the information.
Yeah,
suppose.
I mean, it's
I mean,
still-
you still have the deal set up with
Yeah, with
Ramsey?
Jackson Elias's, yeah.
It's been a while since we've talked to him.
The accounting has gotten a lot worse.
Don't spare me the details.
The second half reimbursements are not going to be up to snuff for sure. Yes,
All right,
I
Dr.
echo
Detective.
what
See you in
8
April.
Blue 3 said. Please do not die.
We will certainly endeavor to not.
All right, and he picks up Silvano, walks back, and the door closes.
Are they waving? I can't see them.
Bye.
Yes, their hands are moving in a horizontal manner.
Ooh, wave back like that to them for me.
I do not wish my hand to fall off.
Okay. Okay.
It might be disquieting for them. All right, so yeah, you are in the room, and so you start the ritual, and who is more than one person performing the ritual, or is only one person?
Do we have to? I mean, I'm assuming we have to.
Well, I mean, in most of the rituals you've been part of, you can share the cost, or one person can take the whole cost. Or if you have a lot of blood, you can use blood magic.
Nope. I'll
get out a syringe.
I can use a boost for that. Now, luckily, I was able to get some more POW before we left.
Luckily.
Good.
So I'm ready.
All right. So Alexandra, you're helping with the chanting?
Sure.
Right,
I loathe magic, but I also feel like I don't want Joan to expend herself entirely on it.
All right. And you all pour the liquids on the floor, and
Hollister's not going to do anything. I thought he was
providing
Mr.
blood.
Delta Green. Oh, okay. You are providing your blood. Okay.
Well, but I mean, you don't really know how blood magic works is the problem. Like, I mean, you could just drop blood and see what happens, but blood magic is not Joan, you're book magic.
Yeah.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard.
You're like siphon energy from other people, but they get to keep their blood,
Oh, just cover your hands in it, it'll be fine.
Do you know how to really do it, Holly?
Yeah, I believe the spell I know is blood magic. I was always going to use blood to cast it, so
I mean, not his, but
okay. Do we put the blood into the circle then?
I mean, I wouldn't mix it. I would do additional circles and symbols around it or within it.
Let's stick to the directions. I mean, this is not, you know what I mean? We're not putting together.
I mean, I can lay some blood circles out for you. I just am not going to cast.
You can't build a skeleton. That's all I got to say.
I'm not a mechanic.
I thought you had more. I thought you had some more Delta in you, but that's okay.
I can look into the brain interface. That's what I did with Yosef. But
all right, I got this. And Alex, thank you for your help. I got this. We're gonna get this done.
So Joan, make me a PAL roll.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Yes. 07.
Okay.
Nice. 07. Nice.
Ooh.
That's
So
that's my critical. Yeah.
Joan and Alexandra start chanting, and the portals, the area inside the circle starts to shimmer, and it falls away, and all you see as you look down is a wooden floor.
No other people or anything down there? Nobody to wave to?
All you see is a wooden floor.
I grab my stuff and drop through. That's what we're told to do, right?
That's what you were told to do? All right. So Hollister goes through and disappears.
Okay,
I go in second.
I'm going to stay here and keep chanting until we're done.
Okay. I'll make sure I have all of my things and then drop through.
All right. Yeah. You go through and disappear.
All right. Everybody else is gone. All right. I'm jumping.
All right. You go through and disappear. Alexandra and Joan, you each lose 8 POW. And you are all on the deck of the ugliest battleship you've ever seen. It's clear.
The Duchess is offended by that statement.
You are on the newly repainted USS Texas, steaming towards Grey Dragon Island. And as you come through, there's a sailor who salutes and says, "We were told to expect you, sir."
Here we are.
Hi.
We have quarters prepared for you.
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome.
I am starving. I am so hungry. I have not eaten that weird pasta stuff. I ate that weird
Pasta
fish
was
food.
wonderful.
Nope.
Oh, I should make a sanity roll for the sailor.
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
he's
say, we
surprisingly
just
okay.
cured.
Maybe the elder sign helps. And so you are you're brought food, and they've got you set up in a small stateroom that they've set up for 4 people. And the captain of the ship will come down after you've settled in. Actually, he'll invite you up to his for dinner. You'll have dinner with the captain.
Oh, nice.
The full set of Charles Dickens's works as like a gift.
Did you bring them all?
Oh, I brought the cot with me. I assume that would disassemble if it's a cot.
The cot folds up quite small. Yeah, it's a very nice piece of
And now you
workmanship.
have something worth literally thousands, possibly millions of dollars.
You're Carl Stanford, and from the future. The captain's like, we're several days out from the island. We're making good speed. What should we expect there?
Deep ones will probably come from the ocean sooner rather than later, climb up on the deck during night and try and kill everyone. No idea what to expect from the spiders with Stanford's face, especially now that he's dead.
Are we also going to get another water tsunami or no?
Also, I am very concerned about Lady Jezebel.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's she capable of?
And where is she?
Yeah.
I understood about a third of that. Most of it was prepositions.
You're doing better than most, actually, to understand even a third of that.
So things are going to come from the water and try and kill us?
The elder sign might
Like fish
protect
people.
against
The
that.
elder signs might help protect against some of that stuff that we have here.
The elder sign is the ridiculous glow-in-the-dark paint job, right?
Yes.
One and the same.
That is something to help keep us safe from the creatures and other things that we will find.
Hopefully.
Is there any reason not to just start bombarding this island as soon as we get there?
How far away can we bombard it from?
Oh, crud.
Our guns are good from about a mile,
Oh no!
depending on the wind.
If we hit it from just a mile and it detonates, the explosion of their bomb will go out 20 miles.
So we're going to need to get onto the island and try to disarm it, or everyone in a 20-mile radius is going to die.
Hey, Joan, did you save some of that portal liquid?
We had to pour it all out, but there's little bottles with little bits inside, but that's it.
Are you in communication with Rogers?
Yes, sir.
And
We're actually
over the plans for the bombs, or the bombs.
Yes, I'm aware of the weapon. I do not know the specifications of the weapon. We're actually going to be picking up a specialist in China.
Huh?
What's the specialist's name?
And where
It's someone from Delta Green, as I understand. I don't know the name.
Okay.
Where in China are we stopping? Or is our luck just bad enough that I should assume Shanghai?
No, Shanghai's in very bad shape right now. We're gonna be south of there.
Okay.
we're actually going to be closer. We're going to be closer to Burma, and then we're going to come back up. I've been ordered to essentially follow your lead. So I am looking to you to be my advisors in this.
All right.
Because I don't have one goddamn idea what's going on here. I don't know why they painted my ship like this. I called it a boat. Oh gosh.
You're about to get Navy people down your ass, man.
I don't know why they painted it like this. I don't know.
To protect against otherworldly things. I mean, you understand we teleported onto your deck.
I am spending every amount of effort I can to ignore that fact.
Well,
Good call. Good call.
My men only sort of know what they're going in for, but they're good boys. The Texas will do you proud.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it lots.
Now, I was also told that there's a chance that there will be other nations' naval activity present.
the Japanese. How long have we been gone for? What's today?
It is now July 1st.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we've been gone a while.
Mhm.
How long it took us to travel?
Days on Pluto are a lot faster than days on Earth.
I don't. Never mind.
I want to make sure I got that right. I believe that is the case, but
I don't think we'd have any frame of reference.
Mm-mm.
it's true. You never actually saw a day.
No.
Yeah, one day on Pluto is 6 Earth days. So relativistic time.
It's fun.
And magic just messes with that. So yeah, you are on board the Texas, which is steaming towards Grey Dragon Island.
We will try and come up with a plan.
How many days is it to the full moon?
Full
Let's
moon.
see.
Joan, you've got the cool calendar.
Yes. The full moon
I think it's
is
July
on the
6th.
6th. Yes.
Yeah.
It's on the 6th.
Mhm.
If we can just nuke the island, set it on delay, leave, be 20 miles out, I don't think the phase of the moon will matter.
Well, no, but we still need to seal the place.
Yeah.
And if we're stopping off in China, I mean, maybe we do a quick run into Shanghai and try to nick the thing.
Yeah, but
You
we
don't
have
have
until
to, Emma.
we have until January, right?
Yes.
But we
Delta
could
Green will
steal
put
it.
the resources into getting another jade
We
staff.
have 197 days left before the end of the world.
Before Jezebel takes the stupid island back.
Well, and there's that. If we can lock it down sooner rather than later,
Yes.
after we blow the place to hell. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she could undo it, but if she, oh God, I wonder if she has.
Well, then does the island even matter? Should we be more concerned with finding her, collecting any intelligence we can on that? And where would we start? You know her the best.
I don't, not in this reality.
London,
I don't know if this
It's
is
reality.
another town I can't go back to.
Look,
No, that was
That-
taken care of.
I mean, kind of can't go back.
the
Shouldn't.
You literally can.
the version of her that I knew was in the world that Emma and I came from before it got destroyed. I don't know how different or similar she is, or if it's the same one somehow. If somehow she survived the destruction of that universe, and
You met up with her.
Yeah,
briefly,
you did
though.
meet her in this timeline. You saw her in this timeline.
and I'm trying to remember because it's been a while.
She did your cards, and she talked about.
But she recognized us.
Yeah, she recognized you, and she talked about ending the world.
Yeah, but that was just Jezebel. I just kind of assume that that's what she wants to do. Fuck. You've been planning this that long? Wow. Okay. Well, then she was in London, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, we saw Bells in London and she read cards and remembered us. Did she indicate that she was the same one from the previous universe?
She did not.
Okay. So I don't know if it's the same one from that universe and if she knows what she would have known from there or if
she did, although just, you know, in her little monologue, she did mention that she's not a constant. Or she alluded to the fact that she's not a constant.
Mm-hmm.
She said in her monologue that she was going to make herself the constantest of the constants, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, I think that is where we're going to end it.
Hey, friends, we have at least one more episode left.
Friends, tune in next week for the finale of Masks of Nyarlothotep. It's been 66. Oh man,
it'll be.
That means that the clip show is going to be episode 69. Go ahead, Amy.
Yes.
So here's the plan, friends at home. Next episode will be the finale. That's going to be December 5th. December 12th will be the last episode of season 1. And that's going to be a Q&A show. We're going to have, I'll have all the books here. You can ask questions. We'll take your questions, stuff they didn't do. This will be a great chance to bring up Australia.
Questions to be like, what did I mess? What did I not get?
Where were all the dragon hordes?
Kind of.
And how far off the reservation did we go?
Oh, come on.
It'll give you a chance to ask people questions about their characters. We will also give a sneak peek to what we're planning for season 2 of the Great Dane Society coming in 2021, the future. Sounds so ridiculous to say that. Is that? Yeah, it is 2021. We will be back in January with a fun new idea. And so on that, during that show, episode 69, we will...
Children.
I was really hoping that we would have the finale be episode 69, but having the Q&A be that is fine.
Good. It's good.
And we cannot wait.
Special graphic.
Yes, Lonely Yeti. That's what I just said. We are running season 2. The Great Dane Society will continue to play Call of Cthulhu. I offered to run my epic first edition self-made campaign, but nobody wanted to do it. So instead, I'll keep running Call of Cthulhu. So yeah, we will be back next week for the finale. Then the clip show, episode 69. And then we get to take off some much needed time for the holidays.
Are those Oreo cookies?
Yeah, I wish they were because I'm hungry. There's 11 that goes in the boy.
Wow. Thank you.
Quotes. Thank you.
Quotes.
Thank you. Oh yeah, we'll do quotes. Thank you so much for all the bits. I always feel bad because I don't roll a lot of dice. So, you know, but you wonderful people, they can re-roll till the cows come home, thanks to you. Let's see the quotes. I'm a therapist, not a bomb surgeon, just because I really like bomb surgeon. I don't know, would that trigger YouTube? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I think you should also change your title to bomb surgeon
Bomb
to not
surgeon.
bomb surgeon.
Not bomb surgeon.
Not bomb surgeon. Yes.
It was the shock of having the Arctic dropped on us. I'm feeling better about my bedside manner. And another one that I'm not sure would YouTube would love, but I'm assuming it's just like everything else I blow up. I don't know. I really want to do one of the bomb ones or the blow up, but I don't think it. I mean, I guess I'll go with it was the shock of having the Arctic dropped on us. That is
Arctic shock. It's your band
Pleasingly
name.
out of context.
The band.
Also a new disease.
Yeah.
We were not very quippy this time.
Except you have to say Arctic.
Arctic.
Seriously, look up David Lynch. He talks like that, and it's weird. Like the Me-Go were like my David Lynch impersonation. I'm making a movie of Dune. Yeah, I think I've covered all. So don't forget, Monday, it is Dragon of Icefire Peak. That's going to be awesome.
Right.
Tuesday, it is our crazy diehard silliness featuring some of the people that are in chat right now. I know Duke Fleeg's going to be playing, and I think I didn't see if Squeal was on there or Spike, but they will be playing as well. There are going to be all sorts of giveaways. Spoiler alert, we will have a giveaway next week on Cthulhu, and we will have a couple of very cool giveaways for the clip show, episode 69.
That's the giveaway right there.
I think that's just what we're going to call it. We're just going to call it episode 69.
That is
Take that, YouTube. So yeah, Monday, Dragon of Icefire Peak. Tuesday, it's Don't Call It Die Hard, because please don't sue us, Bruce Willis. And then Saturday, we are back for our doubleheader. First at 1:30, it's Rime of the Frost Maiden, and then it's the finale of Masks of Nyarlathotep. Words I wasn't sure I would ever say. True story. I have run this thing 3 times now, and only once have I had any sort of conclusion that wasn't the world just ended halfway through the thing. I am very excited to see how you will end the world in your own unique way. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes next week. So goodbye, internet friends.